Okay, so I still got 2 Steam releases if necessary for extra saving throw protection. Aaron's Excellence, which should help out a little bit in terms of just skill checks and everything like that, if needed.
How many of those do you have?
I have a total of 4 at the moment.
Holy shit.
So I could expend, oh wait, Aaron's Excellence, hold up. Nope, I have, I used 2 of them last time, so I still have 2 more.
Is that based on? Is that based on anything, or is that like?
Aaron's
It's like a
Excellence,
flower.
which is the reroll, it's 2 plus your Wisdom mod. I have a total of 4 charges, because plus 2 Wisdom.
A little bit of a sacrifice because it makes the class a mad class. Now you need Constitution, you need your attacking stat, and the Wisdom. But if you look at Lewis' character panel, he definitely sacrificed elsewhere to get more Wisdom.
Oh yeah. Like, I'm somewhat slower when it comes to initiative, because low dex, but at the same time, I'd rather help everybody else out the best I can.
You're also not the best smooth talker.
And Lewis.
And you'll probably be using that more than I'll be using Bardic Inspiration, so that works out.
Yeah. The downside is, it is a 15-foot radius, so I have to be within 15 feet of you. I just got really lucky last time, being right next to Phoenix and Sora when I was using it.
The mouth that feeds is a little tight, so it's kind of to your benefit that you guys are usually clustered.
Oh yeah.
Now that is to your benefit. Emerald, however.
Oh yeah.
Not so much.
Bit of a pickle.
We'll try to get you out of there the best we can, buddy.
Yeah, I'll be alright.
You ever see the Revenant average?
Whoa.
Oh Jesus, that's a good reference.
I would shoot the bear too. I don't. Yeah. It's walking away. I'm like, fuck.
Oh, can someone do sound checks on the stream for me?
Will do.
Earlier, I had to reconfigure my microphone.
Okay, just turned on the stream. God, I'm loving the character profiles. Just scrolling past. That looks so cool.
Oh, I haven't seen. I'm gonna look real quick.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, we all probably should be talking for you to tell if it's a good sound level or not, huh?
This is true.
Possibly.
Well, we're gonna hang out with a big bear. Maybe do some wrestling. You know.
I sound sexy though, right?
Yes.
I mean,
Okay.
I would hope so.
So would I. Yeah. Just checking. You know.
Is it different from any other time?
Depends.
I haven't encountered that moment.
Oh, motherfucker.
Unless you're feeling especially bad right now.
You have a thing for bears?
That was an odd question.
I don't know. Why don't you go ahead and answer it?
You know, usually I just, you know, I'm usually a yes and person. But that one,
Okay,
that one took a left there. Yeah, no,
You might
I'm
need
not.
to change to a no but.
I will this time. Yeah.
Sorry,
A
I'm
bear,
missing next
a
one.
bear hug.
Oh man. Oh, those look dope as fuck. Oh, it's got the artist on the side. That's cool. Oh, Logan, if you see this, I might have to hit you up, brother.
Man. Yeah, I'm not the
We'll
best
see.
at Photoshop, but I did what I could with my skill set. I think they came out good.
Oh yeah.
Also love the like the art backdrops to them too.
Yeah, those are crazy, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we got 4 minutes. I'm gonna go grab a drink, and I'll hit the Elder opening, and then someone can do a recap of last night. Yes, sir.
Be right back myself.
Heck yeah.
Icarus looks pretty effing awesome.
Yeah, it's like a sky city.
Was one of the more developed cities back during Metal Rain also.
Until Metal Rain. I'm sure
Yeah.
they bounce back. Looks like they bounce back pretty good.
Yeah, most likely. Everything went to ground zero after that event, but
Yeah, they're probably on the ground now. They're probably grounded.
oh my god.
Well, it also had to survive whatever the dragon thing was.
Oh yeah.
The
Entire
Fairland
city.
the Fairlands art, I love it a lot. I feel like, okay, yeah, definitely glad that I made it from there.
It is really pretty.
That's my block.
So many places to visit for sure.
All right, Daniel, thank you for the opening music. Time that you are intro with you all, Wilson. All right. Thank you all for joining me for another week. For episode 2 of Elder Earth Phantoms of the... Now, if you've ever been in one of my campaigns, or perhaps a two-parter in the Guild one-shots, then you know how we always like to start a session with recapping the last week's game. Gets us in the mood, it jogs our memory, and it's also a nice avenue to get inspiration, to which is certainly a useful thing to have. Now, do I have any volunteer tonight that's okay with doing the recap of last session for us all tonight and for the viewers?
I can if you want.
Go for it.
All right. So after a year ago, 5 strangers met, and through crazy odds and a disgusting, horrible boss battle of fighting a Mouther, these 5 strangers were told to come to the Fairlands in a year's time to essentially try out and potentially become study underneath the rune primos in this world. We have 5 strangers where we have Amrut, a tiefling blood hunter, Lewis, a human fighter, Sora, the human monk, Phoenix, the gnome artificer, and Judith, an elf bard. After the year's time, they all met up, and let's see here. They met Headmaster Hekalu, Jalus, and Jaeger, among many others, and they were sent into the mouth that feeds, which is essentially like a hell, apparently, to do the trials of the consumed. If we were to survive, we were in, though we could die. We were trying to the consumed. We were told to capture the darkness. We didn't know what that was, but they gave us a big vase to hold it, and we met our instructor, Miss Mistofar. When we went into the mouth that feeds, it was a horrible place where we were tasked with different riddles and different games, and we had to fight these 2 choker-type creatures that were disgusting, and Judith made sure to take some photos of them at the party. We ended up meeting a character named Nothic, and through showing cordial words and through some nice help from Phoenix, they ended up giving us some useful information that we used to then capture the darkness later on when a second group tried to cut past us. Once we captured the darkness, we all thought we were all good to go, ready to go home, and then that's when a crazy, terrifying mouther bear with antler horns and red eyes showed up and is coming to kill us all as we speak.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Go ahead and roll some inspiration. We allow characters have up to 3 Inspirato. I know the normal is for 1 if you're not familiar with our house rules.
What do you mean roll? Like I roll a D3?
D3, yep.
Oh shit. Okay.
Hey, I forgot one of the players is not familiar with the house rules. /R. That's the only thing they roll.
Oh, Jesus.
There we go. Don't worry, 1 is usually the maximum, so it's fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
one's
yeah.
good. That's what I'm used to. I'm ready.
Good, I'm happy you're ready. My script's are ready. Going right into initiative.
Please, Falcon, no turning on the crit scripts. Not now.
No promises. Anyways, as you guys arrive back here in the darkness, this unknown creature that perhaps has its name rears its nasty mouth at you. He releases his aura, which spills into the room. For lesser people or not rune warriors, this could be mind-breaking, madness-inducing. For you all, perhaps something you can do. For now, however, we find ourselves in initiative.
Oh, no.
Nice.
Sora,
no.
you're the first to act as you see. I'm pretty sure Amrit is prone, right?
Yes. Ramrod, now's not the time to be sleeping. Sora's gonna run up and use her action to help Amrut up. You know how to speak to these things, right? Just tell it it's long lost cub or something. Bye. She's gonna run.
Okay.
Or at least get to 30 feet there to give people some chance to get by her that are not as fast. EOT.
So when this thing appeared, Phoenix unfortunately dropped to all fours because of the pain in her gut. She kind of looks over her shoulder and sees it and kind of thinks, oh crap. She's going to do a roll, and as she drops down onto the back of her shoulder, she reaches into her pouch. Let me make sure I am close enough to do this. Yes. She's going to grab one of the trinkets out of her pouch, and she's going to toss it in between Judith and Amrit, who is now up on his feet. I'm casting grease, but she does it through her little trinkets. So it rolls past her allies and onto the floor in front of this unknown beast. So it's this sphere that kind of comes to a stop in front of it, and a little hammer hits it, just a little thing, and it cracks like an egg, and all this grease spills out from within.
It immediately falls.
Fantastic. She will use half her movement to get up. And she's going to look to behind Gambit and Quill. Tasha had said there was an exit that way, but she can't see that direction. She's thinking of running south. Let's see, 5, 10. She can't go very far, though. So she will yell, which way are we going?
We know there's the gate down south. It's probably our best bet.
Agreed. And then she will head that way. Just checking, since her speed is 25, cutting that in half exactly is a little. Which way do we go for how much movement she has left?
5e, you always round down.
Okay, so she's got 10 left. Oh, I can't move through them, can I?
Yeah.
They don't get enough space.
Alrighty, well, on her bonus action, she's just gonna tell Jenkins, go. He'll be able to see if anything's waiting for him down there.
What size was Jenkins?
He's medium. I know he looks so small and cute, but mechanically he has to be medium.
Understood.
EOT, then. I'm pressing EOT, it's not working. I think I need to refresh.
The scripts. Restarted them. There we go. Lewis, you're up.
All right. Seeing Emrut fall to the ground and the beasts appearing from the shadows, Lewis's vision seems to pop back to a brief moment the last time he took this trial of what seemed to be a variety of party members struggling against the Darklings. And before he could fully process what's going on, his body shoots forward. So, 5, 10, 15, 20... 20 feet to get to there as Lewis grabs onto Emrut by his arm and will attempt to just pull him to his feet.
Oh, so I already did that.
Oh, you're already up?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. That makes things a bit easier.
Yeah, sorry, use your action.
Yep.
Okay, that's on me. Do I think I might be able to reach the jar from this distance? Like, just passing by Judith and slamming the door as I'm passing?
Where'd you start your turn?
I started right here. To get to that location, it would have been 20 feet.
It'd be 30 just to get in there. You wouldn't be able to get back.
Yeah, that's the biggest
You
issue.
could close the door, but you'd be on the other side with it.
How much economy would it require me to grab the jar and close the door?
More than you can afford.
I have Action Surge.
With Action Surge, and just enough to afford. You pull the jar. First, you gotta get in there with all your movement. Pick up the jar. One item interaction. So for Action Surge, I'll let you close the door. But that doesn't give you movement, so how are you gonna get out?
Yeah. Let's see. Do I still have my main action?
Yeah.
Dash. So Lewis's turn is 30 feet of movement to get to Judith's space. Item interaction, grab the jar. Main action to close the door, and then action surge to dash back.
Okay. Yeah, all that flies.
All right.
Awesome.
Holy crap,
do I
he's
have-
spry for an old man.
Do I
For
have
reals.
reduced movement while I have the jar?
Say again?
Do I have difficult terrain while I'm holding the jar? Or just regular?
No, it's pretty big. It just occupies a hand. So if you have a shield, you wouldn't be able to carry a shield and it.
Okay.
Or if your sword would be away, you wouldn't be able to attack and hold it.
Okay. In that case, let me see here. Would he have been able to sheath his sword on the way? Or would that have been an interaction?
I'll say you sheath it. It's fine.
Okay. That works then. Grabs the jar, slams the door, and continues on then. What's up?
Is combat arts a thing here, or is that just the guild?
No, we don't use any of that.
Okay, just wanted to check.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. So that would have been 5 feet to get out here. 10, 15, 20, 25, and he's gonna try to keep a open path as he's running by with the jar. Come on, move it. That thing's not gonna hold long.
Gotcha looks to our allies. They want to go that way, let them. We know an exit. Gonna dash downstairs. Good luck to y'all. Hope you make it out alive.
Oh, the door's closed behind Judith. I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Yes, like they said, good luck. But if you want, you can hold up the creature for us. He jumps across the water and starts booking him with it. They're all taking dash actions down the stairs. Yes, correct. That door is sealed on the unknown. He's prone, so I have to spend half his movement to get out.
Yeah.
And Judith and Amra, you both can give me athletics checks as the creature just tackles and tries to break open the door. You guys can kind of brace yourselves to hold the door in place, maybe stop him. But yeah, that's your best bet.
We can use our what for this?
And athletics, you're physically trying to keep the door closed. He's trying to bust through the door. If you're not trying to keep the door closed, you can use acrobatics to just dive into the water.
I dive this way, or does it have to be to the? Can it be to the left or right?
It would have to be to the left because you can't make a 10-foot dive on your reaction. You'd have to dive into the immediate water next to you. He's about to blast these doors open by when he tackles it. Unless you do athletics, if both of you do decent, you might hold him on the other side.
Kind of I'll give Emerald a glance. Are we holding this?
Put your weight into it.
Oh God. Okay.
Bad decision. Let's go.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
That tracks.
Emerald must have sprained his ankle when he fell.
I'm pretty banged up. Okay.
Judith barely holds. Emmerich, you are prone again. I'm so sorry.
Aw.
No, it's fine.
So the door, the creature just comes running at it. Boom! Slams its shoulder into the door. The entire door rocks. Emmerich putting his all into it, and Judith, Emmerich falls over from his injuries. Judith, you just barely sustain the door. You think next round he's certain to break free. But alas, it's not next round, it's your turn.
Judith is going to, referring back to the notes, yep, the door closed behind me. So I'm going to run out this way. But I'm going to, let's see. So it's 10 to get in, then it's 20, and then it costs another. That would be as far as I can go, right?
Well, each water square is additional 5, yeah. Unless you have a swim speed, water's difficult terrain.
I don't. So 5. Okay, so. But to jump in that's. Oh. To jump in.
Jumping subtracts movement, but if you jump to right here, it'll just be 5. That makes sense.
Okay, so 5, and then so that's 10.
And now it's 10.
15, 20, and then 25, or is it 30 to get out? Is it double?
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it being 5 to still exit.
Okay, so I'll get to there and then come over here. Amber looks pretty fucked up, right? And you're prone. So as I start to run, I reach down and I grab my quill and I say, even while on his back, the source puts in as much work as he possibly can and gets the fuck out of danger. And I bonus action healing word you at 2nd level. Guys, I'm a healer. No worries. For 9.
I'll take it.
Ooh. Actually.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna heal you. I just don't want to. I'll get here instead.
No,
I'll do that. And
I'm playing with my emotions right now.
And I will take the dodge action. Actually, no. I want to hold my action into where as soon as that door bursts open, I want to get a photo of it. That's my whole action. Of the mountain.
Oh my god.
All right, so you're holding.
But I'm holding. I'll put it in the thing. The photograph. Yeah.
Emerald, you are back on the floor. The door is breaking in front of you. What do you do?
I'm gonna stand up first. Then I'm gonna get on down here. should be 15, right? Let's see. Let me take this off real quick. Okay. I have health. I'm gonna do bad boy shit. Here we go. So I'm gonna use Fallen Puppet on Mendham right there.
Oh, dang.
And I'm gonna
Mark.
amplify it.
Wow.
So I take 4 damage. And he gets over here and he hesitates. And he's just like, he's already a goner. Rise. And he'll make him stand up and walk to the door.
Wait, wasn't he dead before?
He still is. Let's go. And that's my turn.
Damn good one. Sorry, you're up.
Sora's like a little flabbergasted, but she just shakes out of it and looks to Phoenix and Lewis. Hurry up, you two! We don't have much time. Alright, so 10, 20, 25, 30. Huh, there seems to be a space here I can't see. Is this where we were going?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like super dark down there.
Is this just darkness or is this a wall now?
No, it's just dark.
Okay.
You hear a lock sound.
Is that
Right.
better?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank
there we
you.
go. 20, 25, 30, 35. I have one more. 40. Okay. Main action dodge. Come on, everyone. We gotta get out of here. I'd rather not get mauled by that bear.
Phoenix.
So Barnable was on the ground right next to her. And as she's turning around, getting ready to run, this person rises and the dead body moves. And at first she's kind of like, what the fuck? And then she's intrigued. And then she's kind of like, okay, cool. She's going to reach into her pocket and throw another one of her grease gadgets at the door because that thing hit hard. And she's hoping it'll make him fall down again, but not under Barnable. We want Barnable to be able to stand up for a moment. So the 10 square, or the 4 squares right beneath him. And she's going to bonus action yell down to Jenkins, change of plans! And she's gonna run this way. Given it's difficult terrain, that's as far as she can get. Let me double check. Can he dash and whatnot? Yeah, we're gonna have Jenkins dash. Whoops. Can Jenkins, like, pick Phoenix up and have difficult terrain for the rest of his movement?
Not if he doesn't have an action.
You are right, okay. He will not pass them, though. He's going to be right there just in case this thing comes out. EOT.
Okay, Lewis holding the jar in hand, sees everybody starting to go toward that path. Probably a good idea to stay within a group anyways. And we'll start rushing forward. 10, 20, 25, 30. 30 feet to get to there. And action dash just to start catching up with the others. Trying to leave as open a path as possible. Alright.
Wow, that their party rolled initiative one after the other.
Makes it
watched
very
it.
simple.
I used the script, and it's just so funny. They're all right after each other. Door erupts. You can hear the roar again from the unknown threat. It's quite known. He sees Barnable standing in his way, and he'll take an attack and swipe at him.
As soon as I see that door burst open and I see that it right when it hits when it swipes at Barnable, killing Barnable, I'm gonna be crouched up against the wall, have a cool shot of like a little bit of wall, and then I will not see Amroot's face, just a part of his body, but I will see Phoenix swimming and Jenkins swimming, and you just get a cool shot of the monster right there.
Yeah,
Under the door.
Barnable gets slapped out of the way right there. Perfect time for the action shot. And then the creature comes running through, not expecting the grease, and needs to make a dex save again.
Please work. Fingers
And you
crossed.
see him slip. He was going to turn to jump at Jenkins, but he slips and rolls 10 feet down over here prone.
Oh yes.
That's hilarious.
Not
Whoa!
Not enough movement to get up. But unfortunately, its claws, Phoenix, swing out. But they're just a little too short at 5 feet.
Woohoo!
Oh,
Oh man, this is really tough because I'm just becoming like myself now. I want to take cool photos. So, okay, we're keeping with
Run!
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll move 30 feet, and I will bonus action. No, I'll action dash.
Okay.
That's it.
Exit the map.
Um,
How much feet do you have for the next map?
I have 5 additional, so I have 35. And as I'm running, I'll write in my notebook how like something quick and cool about how Phoenix is an amazing Phoenix with her use of grease helps saves the whole party's lives, and you will feel inspired because I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration.
Cool.
You're in darkness,
All right.
Judas, but that's just so I'm tracking you left the map.
It's okay.
Okay, I'm skedaddle. $30 there, then I'm a dash 30 as well. I think I should just delete myself here. Awesome. Okay. And that is it.
So,
Sora's gonna be running over to Phoenix. I would like to use the help action to pull them into that space where I'm at.
just pull them back right there.
Yeah.
You would be using the grapple action.
Okay, that's fine. Come on, Phoenix. Just this way. We're almost there, and the Master Suite will be ours.
Right behind you.
And then with her bonus action, she will use a key point. And Phoenix, you'll see her tattoos begin to glow and little golden sparks begin fluttering about her form as she will do Step of the Wind. And she is out of there. Taking the bonus action to dash. So that was 20, had 20 left, so I would have 60. When I get there, I would have... I'd have 35 feet left over. And that'll be it.
She is so tempted to turn around and take a shot at this thing, but she has little legs, so she needs to try to keep up. Dashing to move another 25. That's 5 of it there, so she can move 20 more feet off of where she's at. And Jenkins will be running behind her. He is going to always stay like right behind Phoenix, so between Phoenix and this monstrosity.
Heard.
Lewis just looks over his shoulder as he's running, as he just sees the set of glowing eyes from the Mouther, and just takes a deep breath as he continues to run. And as he starts to run forward, he feels a slight tinge of pain in his right shoulder as he continues on running. So 10 feet used, another 20 feet on the next map.
So as you all enter the next map, you come across a broken bridge. And they go, wait, if we all cross it at the same time, it will collapse.
What?
You see them all. You guys ran as far as you could, but you guys are stuffed behind them. With the fastest people taking the lead. Sora probably even ahead of the other guys, stepping on the first cracked portion of the bridge. And I'll move you guys to the other side where we can continue further movements. And you guys all see?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh.
Bridge is broken up, about to collapse, and Lewis, you can continue. Maybe when you end your turn, the marker will reset. I'm not sure. I've never changed initiative to an map.
Let's say. Uses another 10 feet to get within range of everybody as he's just holding onto the jar. Damn it. Better move quick then.
In it, but at least it's still changing. I can grab up heal.
It might still be being tracked on the other page.
Yeah, I'm not sure how. But let me just drop this here and see if it goes on. Tasha is gonna say, the water here is severely cold. I don't know if you've experienced any on your side, but the type of cold that hurts. We gotta take this bridge one at a time. If you cannot clear the bridge, then I don't know what to tell you. Swim. She's going to dash. At least the tracker's working for now, and the next time I put initiative up, it'll be fixed, hopefully. Gambit looks and goes, crossing the bridge. Creature my size could put everyone at risk. The first time we came over, I seem to have left the largest cracks in the center. Hopefully I don't regret this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Someone roll me 8d4 damage against Gambit. Just one of you, please. As he crawls out on the other side, breathing heavy. Luckily, he's a tanky boy, but it does set him around half hit points. As he comes out of the water, he puts a thumb up to you guys. I won't sink this ship. Just make sure I get out of here alive. Fills up. Yeah, I'm extremely light. He steps on the middle bridge. He does like a little jump and runs to the other side. But he collapses those square he jumps in. I'll mark it. Oops. Silly me. He collapsed, that entire section kind of breaks in on itself. Reed goes, "What are you doing, you fool?" And he runs, and it starts tracking, and he misty steps to the other side and runs ahead of them. Unknown would stand up. Let me check how far he is on the other map. Stand up for half his movement, and he has to make it down 45 feet, and he's at half speed, but he'll dash. And he's right behind you guys. He's not entering the map yet because it's about a 15-foot difference, but you could see him charging down the stairs. He would be just barely off the map. The rest of you probably a little concerned that he's behind you. Judith.
But we can see him.
You guys can see him come charging downstairs. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to... I'm going to start to run. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Nothing's collapsed so far, huh?
No, nothing's collapsed so far. You seem to be pretty light.
Okay. I'm gonna... I don't know if this is stupid, but I'm gonna stay there, and I'm going to, if I can see this, this fella, this thing, I'm gonna double check. Is it within 60 feet of me?
I'm about 10 feet off the map, so yes.
Okay, great. So I'm going to, I reach in and I grab my quill and I start writing. And I'll say, it chases through the tunnels, and yet it got distracted by a boiling pit of honey. And I'm going to cast phantasmal force. But as a bonus action, I want to use unsettling words. And I'm gonna make it think that there is a boiling pit of honey right here in front of, just on the other side of Jenkins.
Okay.
So it's a D6, so it takes 3 off of the save.
Okay.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and run across. So 30 here, and then I'm gonna use an ability here just so to put less stress on the other side of the bridge. And to heal a little bit. I'm gonna flash step. Get there. Wait, let me make sure. I think I was here. 5. Okay, yeah. That would bring me right there. Okay.
You gain some hit points.
Yes. 3. And that is it for me.
Okay. Sora sees that Quill had damaged the bridge, but to her, she sees a fun little challenge. So she is going to run 5, 10, 15, and she's going to do a long jump. And since Air Rune is her passive, her long jump is 26 feet. So she was there. 5, 15. Perfect. Landing right there. 15. I'm just calculating my movement real quick. 30. Lands into a roll. Getting 5, 10. That was a fun little thing you did there, Quill. Thank you. I gotta practice my hops.
We're a team after all.
You're a good
Fuck
bird.
you.
Whoa, BOT.
Run, Phoenix, run! Dash. And then Jenkins. Oh, gosh. He's gonna end up getting stuck there. He will dash as well. Moving between them. We'll just have him right there. He's like reaching out, ready to help Phoenix if she needs it, but yeah, UT.
All right, Judith, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god.
The bridge begins to break, but you're not fast enough to jump in time, and you fall into the water beneath it. With the rubble and the water, you're going to be taking.
I use my reaction.
What do you have for it?
I mean, you have to still roll the damage after that.
Oh, okay, for
Use
the
my-
damage, gotcha.
7.
Yeah, correct.
Good.
The
As
2
soon
is
as-
cold and the 5 is bludgeoning if it matters.
As soon as I take the damage, all you see is just like this light, just like this bright yellow radiant light just starts to envelop Judith, and she starts to scream. Can I do this? And I'm going to use my reaction to move 5, 10, 15 to right there.
Oh my god.
And I take and I heal a little bit. Okay. Like twice my level, so I
Take 1 point of damage.
cool. You just see her like she comes out of there, out of the bright light in here, and she's like sweating. All right, let's go.
You got it, light sister.
Wait, what made you heal?
It says I reduced the damage I took by the amount equal to twice my level.
You took 7, so minus 6, you take 1 damage.
Yeah, I went down 1 damage.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you healed. I was like, what? Alright, Lewis, you're good.
Alright. Ha. Well, it's a good
Yeah,
thing
they're
base character. Lewis just running with the jar, using his shield just like against the top of it to keep as much of the fluid from spilling as much as possible. Gets to the edge of this and just braces his legs as he's about to jump. Really hopes that all that strength training has helped. 25. I use 25 to get to there, 100% dashing, because I wouldn't be able to clear otherwise. How far would a strength of 17 get me?
For a long jump, I think it's equal to your strength score. As long as you
so I
can
can-
clear. Well, that's with a running start, so you can clear with the dash.
Okay, just barely then. As the extra weight of the jar is just like it's a little bit heavier than he was expecting as he pushes off of it, and his legs just barely makes it to the edge of it. Well, at least that thing is gonna have to deal with it too. 25.
You look behind
35,
yourself where you
40.
jumped, collapse.
Oh, I see. 550.
This.
And just tries to look out to everybody else. You lot alright?
Yeah, we're fine. We'll take care of your knees later, old man.
Yeah, definitely gonna need to deal with that later.
Tasha moves around the corner. This again, not this again. See the creature pause at the pool of honey.
Does it touch it?
Yeah, it would dip its paw into it.
It takes 3 damage, psychic.
As it begins hurt, it realizes it's not painful that much. It crawls through the honey. But I'm gonna count as difficult terrain as a creature thinks it's swimming. Spending most of his movement and gets to the other side. Is it every time he touches it? Like, is him traversing it each time a d6 or just one time a turn?
I think it might just be 1 time. And if it takes a, let's see, each round it can deal 1d6 damage if it's within the area or 5 feet. So if it gets past it, or if it's in within 5 feet, it will still take the.
Okay. This is going to dash from this side. Get right here and take a mighty leap. However, in order to take a mighty leap, he needs something to stand on, which he has not. You see him stand, go for a jump, and take a dive into the water. I'll give him disadvantage as he thinks the honey's slowing him down on his dex save. Good thing. He fails. He falls into the water and rubble, and he's so big that as he tries to claw onto the piece to get up, it breaks, and he's like trapped in the coldness and stuff, and he's taking damage. And someone roll me 4d4, please.
Call out if you're rolling.
I did it last time, so feel free to do it this time, Cloudy.
Okay. 44, you said?
Yep. The rubble and the cold. He takes a bit of harm, trying to claw himself up. He looks at all of you and he screams in anger. And as he screams in anger, a light spills throughout the floor, hitting Unknown and repelling him back to his level. He's unable to traverse a floor that is not his own.
What does that mean?
Who knows? For now, you're safe. At least we can assume. Who knows what repelled him?
Was that you, Judy? You're really good with the light show stuff. I didn't realize you had that kind of strength behind you.
He just like kind of like wipes her face and there's like some sweat and she's like, what? Come on, let's go.
Oh, okay.
Are you all right?
She just kind of gives Amrit like a look like it was something intense happened, but she's good to go.
Question, DM, is Quill about the same height as Phoenix? Yeah. Phoenix, like, feeling full of rage. Her fists are clenched, her jaw is tight. She walks very determinedly over to Quill and will, like, get right up in his face. Given Creed is right there, she ain't gonna actually throw a punch, but she's gonna be in his face. You son of a bitch, you did that on purpose. You are a freaking sore loser.
Huh?
You know damn well you broke that bridge on purpose. You better don't do that again or you will have to answer to my crossbow.
Oh, you suggest violence. Emerald, Tasha grabs you by your shoulder. Wait, you fool. The reason I'm standing still. We're not all quill. We're not all quill here. We're gonna get out of here alive. This floor has its own challenges. I'm not sure what you experienced in yours. This was one of our tasks, a puzzle, a performance. The red lines on the left and right of this facility are unclearable until you reach the other side. One must enact all of the performances presented here and move through safely. With every failure, you may wind up like Barnable, who was injured before he took that fight, which led to his last breath. I suggest we do this in groups or one at a time, whatever the case is. But we will need to be careful. With every failure, your life force will be drained from your body.
We should have went out the way we came in.
It was locked, Phoenix.
All right. Ladies first.
I think Quill should go first.
That's a much better idea.
Huh? Quill? I don't think so.
Give it a shot, brother. He like pats him on the back and pushes him forward.
Oh, Quill. Well, we already did it once. We can show them. If you don't go, I will go. But I don't fancy leaving you behind here. They may treat you like the enemy.
Yeah, much better up front.
He's like, just go. We already did it once. Ah. Fine. Maybe there's no bridge to break down here. He moves. One. Woman.
I would try and trip him as he takes the first step.
I would do a... Give me a sleight of hand for your foot to come out. See if it beats his passive perception.
Okay.
He does not. But he steps over you. Hey! Close though. He only has a passive of 12.
Fuck.
But yeah, he almost stumbles over your foot. Tasha goes, enough. What he did was unforgivable, but I'm sure you all have done similar.
No, not at all, really.
Not at all.
So Barnable would have been perfectly safe to go down the hallway you directed him to do?
Definitely not. I didn't know why Phoenix suggested it.
Alright, so anyways, back to my point. Let's not play who's on the high ground here. We all have our problems. And Quill looks back. Oh, naughty, naughty. And he's going to do his performance. It's a nat 20, so I'll have him clear 2. Have him do it on the third one. Another 10 is enough. The final one, another performance check. 7 is not enough. You see the floor zap him. He spills forward. It's Phoenix to do it since you wanted to clobber him earlier. Phoenix, I need you to roll me 2d4 against him, necrotic. He takes 5 damage as he falls to the other side. Ah! I made it! I made it! Yes! He doesn't go too much further. Who's next?
Oh, that looks like fun. Without getting lit from anyone, so where it goes next, just walking right into it.
It's 4 checks. Each one has a different DC. Give me the first one now.
Okay.
Keep your sheet open so move quicker. You make it past the first check. Now you can go to the next one. You get to cross 2. You're on the final one. Now you just copy the final one. And you make it. The DC's not terribly high. You're getting the idea that it is 5, 7, 10, 10. You make it across. Nice. And Quill looks at you. Oh, good job.
You too, Birdie.
Who's next?
Phoenix would approach.
You said that we could go in groups, right?
Yeah, you guys can do 2 at a time if you want.
Oh, well, Jenkins will be with her then.
You and Jenkins can do it, yeah. Yeah, Jenkins is not immune to this challenge, unfortunately. There's your first one right there.
Oh crap.
A D4 of damage, I'll roll it out against you. And whatever Jenkins...
What is performance is charisma? Okay.
Yeah. You would take 2, and if he fails, he'll just take 2 as well. He passes. Take 2 necrotic, but I think if necrotic resistance, that's 1 damage. Shadow Rune.
Do? Oh yeah. Cool. Awesome.
Yeah, you're pretty good for this job. Which reminds me, I need to refund Quill 2 hit point.
Fuck.
You got this, Phoenix. Just imagine the carousel again.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Jenkins is doing great.
Take 2 damage.
2?
Yeah, each one is more fierce than the last.
Again, Phoenix, just imagine the carousel. You got this.
You got it. You move to the next one. Is this one Jenkins? Yes.
Yeah.
Aww.
Takes 4 damage. Now the final one. Oof.
Oh.
Final one's the harshest one.
So 3 for me though.
Yeah, only 3 for you, which is awesome. And nothing for Jenkins. Jenkins is a scholar in this. You make it to the other side, and then that's when Tasha's like, we can't be enemies. I'm worried about your ally taking aggressions against Quill, so I'll be going next. Who's going with me? Come on, any of you. We need to move. We don't know if that creature will come back.
Fine.
Let's go. He makes it past the first one, advances forward. You do as well.
Due to this clapping for Amrit. You're doing great. You're doing great.
This one's only 7. She makes it past this one as well. So do you. This one's DC is 10. She gets a 12. You take 2d4. Take 5 damage and we advance. Zaps into Emmert's body. What goes through his mind?
Ow.
She moves forward, thinking she scholared it all, but the final one pinches her for 5. You as well, maybe to your demise. Oh, leaves you a 1 hit point.
Awesome. Piece of cake.
Oh, you're bleeding out your ears.
Not the first time.
Quill.
Come on.
Give me your healing potion, Quill. What? It's mine. You owe it to this group. You shouldn't have done what you did on the bridge. Hopefully this will make us break even. Only because you were chosen as the leader, Tasha. You think you're so special because you've been at it for a long time. But guess what? You only just joined the school too. I don't care if you've been hunting Malthus for a year. Here. What's your name again? Ambut? Here, Ambut.
He'll put his hand out.
You can roll.
I'll accept,
Go ahead.
I'll accept the gesture. But I can't take it.
You can't take it, then I won't give it to you.
Fair enough. It's a thought that counts. I don't deserve it.
Tasha goes, you fool. If you go down, you'll be more weight for the rest of us to carry. Just take it. He looks ashore. Please talk your friend into it. He looks like he's about a fly would knock him over.
I say, yeah, but he danced like his life depended on it with all of his heart.
That is
Right.
very true. Ramrod. Ramman, sorry. What are you doing? What you doing, buddy?
I heal Amrit for 5.
Thank you.
He's feeling
I'm
better now.
fine.
That's what he's doing.
Keep it to what he goes.
Sora would just like have a a big smile on her face, not opened as usual, but like she's tilting her head and smiling at Amrit. Value yourself more. For me.
What do you mind stepping down for a second? I think we should get our groups over across as evenly as possible.
Of course.
Oh, not you, sorry. Gambit's talking to Judith or Lewis. Looks like Lewis took a step back. Hello, madam. I think I'll be going with you this time, if that's all right.
All right, please don't step on my feet when we're dancing, because your feet look like they could break my bones. With all due respect.
It's okay. I'm used to people calling me a big boy. He makes his first performance as a 9. The next one. So it's 5, 7, 10. 15. So you make it 2.
Okay.
This one is 7. Gambit will make it. You make it as well. You guys actually rolled the same thing. Those modifiers not as nice as yours. And this one is a DC 10, and he makes it with an 11. And you get to skip on through, Judith, because nat 20 gets you 2.
God damn.
All right, I hope I've got as good luck as you. Fortunately, he gets snapped right at the end. Yeah!
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. My job in this party is to facilitate being a tank, and I'm doing just that. I'll be honest, though, I don't feel too good. I wonder if he's from where Lewis is from. They have similar accents. Reed looks at you and goes, listen, I know your name. But we have to get me out of here alive. Even if you don't get out of here alive, it's appropriate. Trust me.
Lewis just raises one eyebrow at him. Look, I understand you don't want to be here, especially after realizing what the hell you got yourself into. But at least pull it together long enough so that we can get the hell out of here.
Right, about that. When we get outside, can you never bring that up again? I want to tell people that I banished them out there. What's a little white lie? Here, I give you more riches than you've probably ever had your whole life. He pulls out a single gold piece. This is just half of what you'll get. I give you the other gold piece when we leave alive.
Save it. I came here in order to help people.
Thank God I only have one gold piece. Let's do this, shall we?
The sooner we do this, the sooner I can get out of your hair.
Gets a 6 on the first one. Luckily, it's DC 5.
Just barely.
You both get a 6. And then he gets a nat 20, which seems to be the way things go. So he moves forward twice.
Ah, I see.
Oh, you get hit for the D4.
Damage type?
Necrotic.
Okay. As it seems like Lewis's life force is being drained from his body. From this distance, I'm guessing all of you guys are at least watching from this distance. You see some movement coming from Lewis's mechanical arm, but not too much details. If you want to, feel free to do perception.
Sorry, Phoenix is already staring in the next room.
Yeah, they're pretty far.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still looking.
I'm looking.
Sora with the 14. Never
Jesus,
mind.
Amrit.
Jesus Christ, Amrit.
What the fuck was that?
As you see the slight movement coming from his arm, it seems almost... How do I explain it? Almost like sinewy in its appearance, as something black seems to come off his arm for a brief moment before seeping back into it. And it seems Lewis is almost in pain for a brief moment as that it goes on.
Noted.
As I have Shadow Rune, so I have resistance to Necro. Okay, so that's 2 past, or was it?
Creed passes this one for 14. You can go ahead and make yours.
Okay, let's hope.
Oof, that's 10. You
come
fail
on.
another
Actually,
one.
Master's Guidance.
Yeah, bump it by
Increased
1.
by 1.
Yeah, nice.
Just
You passed.
barely.
And then the final one, Creed gets a 7, so he takes a bit of damage.
Okay. Oh, thank God.
Make it to the final one. You owe me one more DC 10.
All right. Come on, buddy. Boop.
Ooh.
Increase it by using my last master guidance.
Mastery point for the win.
That is the big one. I am not taking that.
Yeah, it's up to 12 damage. That'd be nasty.
Ooh.
Bridge of 7 damage.
Yeah.
Lewis notices that as he's doing the various performances, his footing is just very slightly off. So he just shoves his foot heels over to the side every now and again. It looks a little awkward, but it just barely gets the job done.
Excellent. You all make it to the other side. So you guys are all looking into the room. You can see scribs, runes scribed into the ground. A tongue forgotten. Unless there's a rune reader in the party. Is there a rune reader in the party? Doubt it, but you never know. The words, not a language known to any creature, nor one that could be filled through magic. Tasha lets on. Tried everything. Couldn't decipher it. There's 2 paths. One to the left leads to a sleeping darkling. I wouldn't wish to awaken it. To the right is to the portal to get us the hell out of here. I don't know what's down those stairs. I don't want to find out. That certainly will lead us to a new level in the mouth that feeds. But if you want to go that way, be my guest. Oh, come on, Tasha. These people got some sense about them. They're going to stick with us, even if they don't like all of us.
But I
If
like
I
all of
can.
you.
Even me?
Instructor said,
Yeah, Quill, you made the bridge really fun.
Oh, awesome. That was my goal.
But yeah,
I'm pretty sure she can't see anything, but Phoenix can't help but peer down into the darkness.
Absolute darkness. Dark vision does not work. You'd think that the normal rules of mouth that feeds apply beyond this point. Special candle needed to beat back the obscurities.
Gotcha.
If I can, I want to see if I can read this as well.
Do you have room reader or no?
Rune reader, no. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
I
not
forgot
these
about that
speeds.
part. Yeah, gotcha.
Well, let's get out of here. Every moment we stay in here, something just feels off. You guys agree?
Like it always does.
honestly, it's quite dark.
Oh yeah, it's very dark. Tasha would move to the edge and peek over. Coast is clear. So, this is going to be our last moment. We might as well share it in some type of comfort. What made you become a member of Zion's Hope and take on this trial? Looks to Phoenix. She knows, gotta swell things over. She knows there's some issues with.
I like you, Tasha, but now's not the time.
Stood. She doesn't argue the point. So Gambit doesn't buckle.
Not the goofy laugh.
He's like on Banjo Kazooie laugh.
Don't worry, Tasha. Phoenix is just a little rough around the edges, but she has a heart of gold in there.
Don't worry, I'm similar.
She looks left and right before crossing the hallway.
They would do the same. No. Come on, what's going on? No.
Let me guess, the door closed behind you.
There wasn't a door at all before. Not one
Oh.
open, not one closed. There was no door, and there's a door now.
Interesting. And then she looks to Amrit, like expecting him to go read whatever's on it.
There's something on it. Let's take a look here.
Let me know if you want me to check for traps.
It's quite interesting.
Any scribbles, brother?
You read it. It's difficult. Not your normal deep speech. It's coded message. Knowing the language alone would not be enough to decipher it. You can make an investigation check, however, to hopefully unravel it.
Okay. Alrighty, let's see here. Investigation.
You help in any
Bro?
way or no? I don't know.
If you can't speak deep speeches, no, you guys can. Creed looks over here and goes, Tasha, there's a room here that wasn't here before. All right, let's figure out the door. If we can get through this door and leave, then forget about that room. All right. What are you doing? Ready. Don't go in there.
I'm good. Just looking like you.
Oh, okay. All right, you investigate the words on it, and it says by all the only thing you pick up from this is the simple title. By decree of the queen of the mouth that feeds, none shall pass. You tell that to anybody? Maybe the NPCs know, or maybe your allies can roll history on the queen, or...
Yeah, I'm sorry, I just wrote it down. Yeah, I'll tell everybody that. It says by decree of the queen of the mouth that feeds, none shall pass.
You said we could do history if we're proficient.
You're proficient, yes. And the NPC. Fortunately, Lewis and Phoenix not. The politics within the mouth that feeds is certainly not something anyone would know. Maybe the primos, but even then, they don't really go into the mouth that feeds often besides to secure this floor.
You
All right, so we find another way out.
This
I guess
is
so.
a portal. You suggesting we go down into another floor of the mouth that feeds. If these are the trials they secured for us, there's no hope of surviving. We'll be
I wouldn't say
blind.
that.
Well, if this wasn't a path before, and now it is, and that one's closed up, and there's no way we can get through it, we might as well see what's down here, right?
He's
There's
insane.
like some big statues. There's like a big, maybe a dog or something, a big rug.
Wait, what's your name?
Who's saying this?
Creed.
Judith Bloom, Between the Flames. Thank you very much. And I pull out my little business card that says Between the Flames, the newspaper.
Wait, let a real man go first. Just wait a second, all right?
Yeah,
Gambit!
okay.
Gambit!
Let's have you go and get killed.
I said a real man, you fool. Gambit! I'm coming. All right. Someone's got my back.
Phoenix is going in right behind him.
Appreciate you. Like-minded people do like-minded action. Oh my, someone loves the color red.
It's always in fashion, obviously.
Ooh, this carpet is really nice.
I'm gonna take a photo of this room, Falcon.
Okay. The statues, half-baked beast-like creatures on one side of the wall, and on the other side of the wall, the carpet is beautiful. Type of special fabric. Gambit tries to touch him. It's like it's painted into the ground, yet it's still soft, but impossible to remove from the facility. The north end of the room, he goes, "Now, I ain't been known for dark vision, but luckily I've got these goggles here I done made myself." Looks like there's a book in the far end of the room.
Oh, he says book. Phoenix goes over there.
I'd be careful, little lady. I'm more than confident you've got the skills to back it up.
She will approach it carefully, kind of looking for an arcane aura if she could see one. She has detect magic, but I don't know that there's enough time to cast that ritually.
10 minutes? That'd be very dangerous risk.
Yeah, so she's just gonna inspect it very closely, see if she can see if it's like on a pressure plate. She's looking for traps of any sort, or maybe even just what it says, or is it in deep speech and she can't read the
letters on front seem to be in dozens of languages. You would pick up whatever languages you know to be spread out somewhere. And because you would compare multiple languages to each other, you would see that each line is repeating the same thing but in different language. It says the Book of the Red Warrior.
Anybody hear of the Red Warrior?
Cool if Lewis rolls.
Sure.
We have to be proficient in this to roll.
Yes.
Okay.
Proficiency is important in my games because it's not just whoever rolls gets lucky on a nat 20. Information like this, deep in the mouth that feeds, shouldn't be something you just happen to know. If you're proficient, that's a good enough excuse. But that's not always the case. Sometimes everybody can roll. Yeah, Lewis, just following back on what I was just explaining to Judith, this information is niche, very difficult for you to find. You would have needed a 25, and with +4, I probably shouldn't have asked you to roll. I didn't realize you only had.
Oh, yeah.
Phoenix, when you open the book, I'm assuming you're gonna open the book, or you just stay at the cover, which says that.
Yeah, she's gonna look behind her real quick to see if anybody is like really against it, but she wants to open this and see what's inside it.
You want me to open it from a distance, Phoenix, or are you good?
I wouldn't be able to read it then. Thank you, though. Well, you know what? Go ahead and open it from back there. I'll just stand right here.
All right, I will like start to write with my hand, and as I start to write, it blurs into a second hand and shoots over as a mage hand, and I try to open the book.
Okay, you mage hand open up the book. The first page, creaking, falls down. Dust spills into the room, and the first page is blank.
This is
What does it say?
It's blank. Usually the front page has at least a title or something. I wonder if you have to, I don't know, have special abilities to read it, or maybe a magic spell, or maybe there's something in this room that will make the text appear. She's going to start looking wildly at these red statues.
And the moment you take your attention off the book, you see a quill lift from the floor behind the book, over the book, and begin writing in it.
She is glued to this thing.
It says, "Who are you?" Think of it like kind of like a Harry Potter style book. From that one book that you would write and it would disappear, and then a response would appear.
Does the quill hover there?
Yes, but it's like a spectral quill, as you can see your hand passes through.
Okay, so she isn't going to be writing in the book. She will just say out loud, "I am Phoenix of Icarus, Artificer."
Quill motions over to your hand where it materializes.
Interesting. She just like inspects it. It seems solid, not illusionary anymore.
Yeah. It's like, I guess you have to fix to write what you're saying. Maybe it can't hear us.
She kind of looks at it, looks at the book, shrugs her shoulders. Will write on the first page, Phoenix of Icarus.
And immediately, and then we won't go back and forth for the semantics of it, but you understand that every time you write, it would go spectral, respond, and then materialize for you again. If it goes spectral and responds, it just says, "Nice to meet you. I am the Red Warrior."
Are you trapped in here?
I am.
She looks over to everybody. You won't let this person out, or do you think they're in here for a reason?
I mean, they're civil enough to talk to you. They may not be all bad.
She will write in the book, "Do you wish for your freedom?"
You.
Ooh, maybe he knows who the queen of the, what was it again, is?
The queen of the mouth that feeds.
Yeah, that one.
She will write in it, "Is the queen kept you trapped in here?"
Yes.
She'll write, "How do we let you out?"
As with all things, blood, offering, shall set me free. a cruelty, as Malthus do not bleed. So essentially, like, unless someone came in here like you guys to free him, the Malthus couldn't put blood on it. And that's not entirely true, but they kind of like bleed like a blackish blood that disappears once it leaves their body, which you can assume doesn't suffice for what this creature needs.
She will write in it how much? Question mark.
And it draws a picture. So it's a jug with measurements on it, at least 2 gallons.
Fuck. She will tell. He wants 2 gallons of blood. That's a lot.
I got it.
I mean, Quill probably has at least 3 gallons in him.
I'm not giving up an ounce of my blood.
What do you mean, Amrit? You don't look like you're in the best shape right now.
It's fine. I'm used to it. Stand aside.
Ram, man, you can hardly keep your own blood inside you right now.
It looks like I'm at the best of health. Let me submit at least 1 gallon with you. You do both, you'll be unconscious. And she was previously holding a bow watching the front door. Now Quill and Creed are watching you guys back on the front door.
Y'all are
Oh no.
Are we sure that we want to release this Red Knight person? I mean,
Are we sure we want those 2 at the fucking door?
well, also,
Those two are
none of us know what this is, and it's not like you can, get a good beat off of someone from just the written word.
Well, what I know is that this thing, whoever he is or she, is trapped here because of the Queen, and we are trapped here because of the Queen. So we are in the same bucket, I think is the thing.
Did they mention a way out?
I'll ask. She writes, can you help us get out of here?
Yes.
They say they can. Now, if they're true to the word, I'm not sure, but I'm curious.
What
And
were they asked? What were they locked up for?
She sighs. Any other questions? Okay, last one. She writes in it. Why did the Queen imprison you?
I didn't conform to the norm. Rest of the Malthus.
She's gonna do rest, question mark. Are you one of them? Okay, they're a mouther.
What did they not conform to?
The Queen's wishes.
Amrut, you can hardly stand. I will donate the blood in your stead.
I can't ask anybody to do that.
Well, that's good, because I'm not asking you. I'm telling you to not do it, or I'll slap you.
That seems counterproductive, but sure. Here. I'll hand you his knife.
I was like, what's the decision before I start bleeding my arm dry? Appropriately my shoulder.
I believe we should free him. He could have lied and said he wasn't a mouther. He could have... And that would probably aided him better, but he chose to be honest.
If this is what we want to do, let's do
Phoenix
it.
will
Emerald,
look.
back up.
Phoenix will look to Lewis real quick to see if there's any disapproving look on his face.
Would he have ever heard of any neutral type mouthers? Like any mouthers that weren't just explicitly out for destruction?
Over the years, the people have discovered that there's actually a good portion of mouthers that, while they're still evil, are neutral. They don't feel like going out and controlling the world. Those mouthers are never really talked about because they don't leave the mouth that feeds and never cause a stir. People don't usually go in the mouth that feeds. So I would say it's probably a very big minority, like 10% of mouthers just want to keep to themselves. Like when you guys, I don't want to reference old campaign too much, but kind of Goldea was just chilling. You know, he wasn't trying to really leave. So that's a good example of,
Okay.
are they bad? They'll probably kill people and destroy stuff? Sure. Are they actively in pursuit of such a thing? So this could easily be a neutral party, but at the end of the day, if you are Malda, you are evil.
Okay.
All right,
Lewis,
everyone. You ready? Yes,
Jude
Lewis?
is gonna prepare to take a photo as soon as they do this.
Lewis just
Incriminating
lets Hachi
evidence.
sigh. Oh my gosh.
Who released
And-
it?
Oh, just
And places a hand on Sora's shoulder. Look, there's a chance that this thing isn't the type of mouth that we're used to. One that might not be trying to kill everything. But, in case of the worst scenario, I'd rather a greenhorn not take the responsibility. And he just extends the hand out for the knife.
Dora looks down at it and then at him, and she just smiles widely. If anything happens, I return to the freedom of the seas. I want you to be healthy for the others in case something happens. So, with all due respect, no. And she stabs her palm.
Tasha does
No
the same.
decision.
You take half your total hit points with damage, not a damage. So with 21 hit points, you would take 10.
Okay, I'm just doing the math real quick. Half total, right?
Yeah,
Or
half
half-
your total hit points, not your current hit points.
Got it.
Of course,
Okay.
you round down. And then I need a con save for a point of exhaustion. As you get lightheaded, losing this much blood. Tasha does not get a point of exhaustion, nor do you. Look, you guys bleed on the book. I'll move you closer since you need to be pouring it on over the book. The book statues' mouths all drop like a oh no kind of fashion. Their heads point to the center carpet. Appearing in the center carpet, as blood stitches its body back together and bone begins to form, but you would think that flesh would soon take over it, but instead drips of red color it. The Malder stands, strong and tall.
Oh shit!
Oh!
The Red Warrior. Thank you. I, Warrior. You are free.
Ah,
and then we took a photo of you.
He looks. Is it all? Anything can put me into a frenzy these days.
oh, Phoenix, turn off the light on me, quickly.
I didn't
Oh.
put it on you.
Judith
Let's-
did, but I'll kill it.
Let's hold off this time, yeah.
I said I would get you freed from this place. Path that I cannot follow. My bout is against the queen. Endless tuggle. But she refuses to kill me. And she could. She trapped me in that book as a cruel joke that I may never leave. But alas, here we are. Creed and Quill are shaking in their boots. The aura that emanates from this guy is so powerful it's almost paralyzing. But he's suppressing his own aura.
Phoenix is trying to take in every detail. If he was a science experiment, that's how much she's paying attention to this thing.
Maria stops for a moment. Now, stand back. The ability I'm about to unleash will turn you to dust if you touch it. And you see him, a ball of pure chaos forms on his face, just split 3 ways. And it explodes against the door. And the door begins to crumble, not fully break. He goes for a second one. Tasha comes out of the room feeling lightheaded, and so does Gambit. I'm afraid we must have released something far greater than what was chasing us. 5 times the strength, maybe more. Looks like he's keeping his word for now.
Yeah. I'll start like wrapping her arm or her hand.
So wrapping Tasha's arm, and she looks at you. Thank you.
Phoenix ducks between the two of them as she's running back into the room. She wants to see if she can grab the book off the pedestal.
Okay.
I'll also wrap Sora's hand too.
Okay.
Amroot, did you see? My blood made a very, very large and very scary puppy.
Yeah. This might sound weird, but I'm proud of you.
And when Phoenix runs back there, can Judith yell, "And grab the quill if you can, if it's still there, please."
She will try if it's still there, but can she take the book off the pedestal?
When you touch the book, your body feels hatred. You continue?
Oh, she will pull her hand away for a moment, look at it. God, this is tempting. She'll put her hand back up there to see if it was a one-time thing.
And again, you feel intense hatred. The first thing that passes through your mind is, Emrut's in no position to oppose you. You easily finish him.
Yeah, no, she pulls the hand back. She closes her eyes and shakes her head as to try to get it out from inside. Is the quill laying there?
No.
Quill's gone. Darn. Okay, she will run back. Sorry, Quill disappeared.
No worries, it happens.
Ryrie just keeps blasting the door.
He's very persistent.
Wonder how long he's been in here.
I remember when Master Zuru's fellow man disappeared. He was only gone for 4 months, and then he became what we all saw. I don't know. Maybe even longer.
Master Zulu's who?
Remember the big mouther we fought a year ago?
Yeah, the Hyperion.
Master Zuru kept saying something that could have been a colleague of ours, back at the monastery. But he had been only gone for a very short amount of time.
Yeah. Unleashing his 11th annihilation breaks open. It'll take some time for the portal to activate. Go inside. Promise is a promise. My freedom for yours.
I appreciate it, Clyra. If you're looking for the queen, I think I saw in the room down the hall, and if you take a right, there was a bunch of markings.
The queen. Quickly, get behind me. She comes. I will do what I can, but you need to get out of here.
Phoenix will look up to him. Thank you. I will not forget you.
I am no hero, young one. It's the lesser of two evil.
I'm good with that.
You're not a hero, but you've saved us, so thank you.
I'll give him an edgelord nod.
Good luck there, Quira, you were the coolest puppy I've ever had.
You guys would see darkness spilling into the hall. Get onto the platform. I'll take you away from this place soon. Tasha levels her bow. Will levels his hood to hide. Gambit is next to Jenkins. Reed. You hear a noise, but it wasn't him. He looks at Judith. Was that you?
Get your smelly ass out of here.
This is he did fart. Is it on top of somebody else? I feel like I'm missing something. That's right. Well,
Oh, there we go.
appropriately hiding.
I was just stabbing the man.
An aura spills out from the darkness, and Quaria sends out annihilation, colliding with it. But it disappears, turns to dust, and his body begins to turn to stone as he wails back. She's here, the queen. The queen of the mouth.
Who is it?
Stepping out from the shadows, looking more monstrous than ever before. More powerful than ever before. Smiles at he lumbers forward. You guys can give me a religion check. You don't have to be proficient. You might have heard about Eve. It's quite famous.
That's really thematic for you, Sakura.
Yeah. Phoenix has spent a lot of time reading about this stuff.
Oh yeah, she famous from these roles.
Yeah, oh yeah. I never heard of that. Oh.
Well, so I grew up on an island isolated.
That's
so
appropriate.
God,
Yeah.
these rolls are thematic.
Tasha and Creed would know, but Gambit doesn't. You guys would, so you would know that Eve Rest is a tier 5 mount, which is there's 6 tiers of mounters. Extraordinarily powerful, and during the Metal Rain, she was both crucial in some instances to our victory, but also primarily our downfall. She was the greatest enemy of Metal Rain, despite there being an invasion of extraterrestrial creatures from the sky. Here she stands in front of you. Quaria goes to attack her, and they're having a stalemate. Quaria screams, please, don't hurt them. He's not
It's
talking.
us.
He's not talking to Ivras. I thought I gave you mercy when I put you in that book. The queen is here. Stepping out from behind Ivras. Well. I see you were freed, Quiria. And Ivras bows. Get back in the crown, bitch. And Ivras transfers back into her crown. I don't need a puppet to handle you, Quiria. And Quiria charges, but shoots an Eldritch Blast, and each Eldritch Blast doubles as a disintegration ray, which ruptures against his body. And he falls to the ground, and he lifts his hands up and begins absorbing. Go back into your book. Spared you because of our past relationship, but I will not spare you much longer. Quiria looks at you and goes, in a year's time. He's like getting dragged into this thing. She means to take Fairlands. It's the crown, he shouts as he gets absorbed. It's the crown! House of 1,000 Mouther. What do we have here?
I ready my weapons.
Yep, Phoenix has a crossbow out. She's kind of stomping on the ground. Go! Go!
And the portal begins to glow. And she shoots an Eldritch Blast at you. And it shoots the wall of force around the portal, which tries to protect you, and it shatters. And another one flies out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Oh, Dan, I actually like this. Gambit turns to dust. Disintegration was way too much damage, but luckily it wasn't. Gambit looks. Ugh. And as he slowly turns to dust, he drops to a knee and looks at Phoenix. On tinkering. Who's
She
next?
Stomps on the ground more. You stupid sigil, go!
And the sigil
Well-
begins to teleport you all away. You're turning transparent. You see a second beam pass right through Judith.
I definitely took a photo when I saw the big guy and the queen behind him, but I couldn't see this other little person behind there. And I'm trying to take the second photo here, but I'm gonna say I don't get it on. That's okay.
Judith!
I can't help it.
And you guys would all slowly disappear as Palm says, tell them the trials are. This floor is mine again, as are all the others. You all vanish. Despite all the things that happened, you find yourselves in a round of applause to unsuspecting masters who know not the better of what occurred here. But alas, you're all safe and alive.
Was that a goblin that we saw?
Yep.
And as you all get back into the room and applause, Tasha screams, "No!" And they're like, trying to calm you down. We understand. You lost some people. It's the way it is. You guys are in this basement of the school. This school premise map, by the way, is really long.
No, no. No, no, oh, no.
You're safe now, says Charlemagne. Trials are difficult indeed. Your victory means you are chosen for Zion's hope.
No, no.
I rush this guy
Yeah, Phoenix is rushing Ozar.
with my weapons too.
You rush Charlemagne, looks at you, lifts up one hand. What is the meaning of this?
What was that?
The trial of the consumed is dangerous, but once you get the darkness, the task should be fairly simple.
No. Who's the queen of the mouth that feeds?
Queen of the mouth that feeds is not allowed on the floor that we all secured. It's been that way for 20 years.
Then why was she there?
She was there, and there was a little goblin person behind here. And I'll pull up the photo where you see Peoria, the queen, and then a dark figure behind them.
You see Jaeger and Jayless talk, and Hekalu turns to them and engages them. The queen of the damned. Palm, you're telling me you saw her and you're still alive? The primos in this room would have each been killed.
She killed Gambit in one attack, one ray. It was insane.
She absorbed Eve Ress.
Jayless steps forward. I don't believe they would fabricate a story and altogether. Photos shows Eve Rest, which we know was one of the first creatures Palm captured during her siege of the mouth that feeds. And her primary goal was to free Quaria. Fortunately, the crown corrupted her so far. She is now the greatest threat in the mouth that feeds. So much so, shall I continue?
Quira is the name of the creature that helped us escape.
And you see Hekalu go, interesting. She must still care for him in some way. She did originally go to the mouth that feeds to free him. But along the way lost herself when she conquered Anorak. Palm became an original sin. Making her a room mouther that's as great as a tier 6, as great as names like Sour Jim.
Well, you might not want to send new recruits there anymore.
Sora would go over and hold on to Rama. She said a year.
Year what? A year what?
In a year, she would come and take the Fairlands.
Y'all look worried. Hekalu says, pull yourselves together, you're not in there anymore. None of us could have foreseen this. But now what we do next is more important. The year. We're gonna have to skip the first year of teaching. Go straight to the advanced stuff. That is, if you all will stick around. I understand if you withdraw from the school. It is each of your decisions today. We did not mean to put you in the level of harm you were put into, but the trial that consumes were appropriate prior to their arrival.
I would like to lay down for a little bit, I think. I am very dizzy.
Certainly. Come, follow me. The headmaster walks down here. Each of you. I understand what you've been through. Hold yourselves together. Come here. And she stands over here and she points to the right. Tonight, each of you can stay in here. Tomorrow, we'll move you to your proper premise, which each of you will have the master's suite.
Oh, that sounds so lovely. I can't wait to taste it.
Right.
Phoenix does a look around. What does this room look like? Like, is it bare bones? Like, she's wondering if they're locking them up for the night so that they don't get out and overhear their conversations or stuff. Like, is this door heavy duty?
It looks like a dungeon door.
Yeah, she's not so keen on this. Sorry, looking at my spells and whatnot to see if there's anything I can pull out. We got that jar of darkness. Do you guys want it now?
No, it's fine. We'll collect it tomorrow. Now it's important that you all get some rest.
What if we're not tired?
All the same, since you came from the mouth that feeds, you hold the aura of Malders. You'll need to remain in this room for at least 24 hours.
Oh, so we are now becoming prisoners in the school that wanted us to be their heroes.
However you wish to describe it is up to you. Tomorrow you can leave and return to whatever forbidden life you had. But if you are going to stay in this facility, you'll do as we say. So the first 24 hours are not optional.
She makes a stinky face and walks through.
Safar looks at you. Headmaster, these are my students. I will stay with them tonight. I've been exposed to more than enough Mother aura, will be fine. But what she says is true. Each of you carry a stain on yourselves. Horrible as it sounds, you'd risk hurting people that are not rune warriors, such as the hands that help the fields here. If it takes you any comfort, I'll remain by your side, whatever little comfort that may provide. You are my students, after all.
That does relax her a little bit.
Quickly goes, are you sure, Mr. Fa? Absolutely. My students, it should be my decision, Headmaster. Of course, I'm not against them. They may not like me, but this is protocol and it must be done. Safar bows. Yes, Headmaster. And Heclu walks away, and Charlemagne goes in real quick, flicks his wrist, and a bunch of food appears on the table. Eat up, you'll need your strength. Those of you who wish to return home after the events of today, we will gather you proper means, funds. So, those of you willing to stay, however, be guided next step of your training. Immediately, times of the end. Nozar walks in. He's not going to give you the fun stuff, so I will. Drops down a barrel of meat in here. This could be your prison or your party. It's up to you.
Oh, Phoenix is ready to tap that thing.
Jaeger walks, doesn't say anything to any of you, but he looks deeply into for a while, trailing to Lewis. Newell, are you absolutely certain it's the Evress of old and Palm?
Lewis just kind of just looks at the ground ever so slightly as he just tries to recollect himself. Yeah,
See.
unfortunately.
And grabs the door. Alexa goes, "Hey, I love my students too, but I won't be sleeping in the dungeon. Sorry, see you all tomorrow for school." And Alexia runs up the stairs. Jaeger slowly closes the door. Grimly, like as it closes, you can hear a shit ton of locks and unfortunately an magic field over the facility.
Phoenix kicks something, whatever crate is close to her.
And as you all experience yourselves in this room, Mustafar looks and goes, "Right, let's make the best of it now. I'll sleep on the floor, there's not enough beds. Sorry, this has to be done. Do not hold any hatred against the headmaster. Standard protocol. Safety of civilians."
That's fine. I don't hate the headmasters. Just we could have used a little bit of a reason why we're being put in the dungeon. I mean, we were sent down there. We did what we could do. And to just be put in here and not even told why we were put in here, just, I kind of like the respect.
Hopefully it was returned by myself. Everyone is shooken in that room. You have solved the threat, but we fully understand it. The dragon god and metal rain are a shadow to the portion of the power possessed within this creature's palm. Yes, it's a pun. You'll have to get used to that if I'm going to be your teacher. Palm is the strongest enemy. It's powerful of the rune mouthers ever to walk the world and equal the original sins. If her threat is to assault the Fairlands in a year, then it means we must be ready. And that most of us will not survive it. But I'm more in order for Mead. We're going to stay in somewhere dreary. Let's learn about the difficulties of tomorrow. Now, who wants a cup? You see him pop the keg open and start pouring the mead.
Phoenix is first in line.
As he gives you a cup, we're all going to take a 10-minute break.
God, my brain is blown. Average, did you know about this ahead of time?
No.
I did
Oh
not
my
tell
God.
Average. I did not tell Average.
So,
Oh.
anybody who's in the dark, Palm, the queen, is Average's old character from last time we played.
Oh my god.
Yep.
This is insane.
Your Eldritch Blast or Disintegration rays, my man.
Oh my
Jesus.
freaking God.
Here's the crazy thing. I saw Queen locked. I'm like, okay. Red Warrior locked by the Queen. Okay. Okay, sure. It's Quira. Okay, sure. Then Eve. I'm like, okay, gotcha. That's fair enough. Yeah.
Yep.
And a side worm. The real queen is
Yep.
behind you.
So wait, so you guys knew of this Red Warrior thing from before?
Quira
No,
was.
We didn't know the title.
Quira.
Quira, you have?
Quira was Akula's character.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. All three of those characters we knew previously from Metal Rain.
Yeah. Everest was the big bad of the last campaign. Yeah, it's whoa.
It's a lot of mystery. Seeing that aftermath. Woo.
The short of it is, Quira was a tiefling monk. Towards the end of the campaign, he became a mouther, and Palm had eventually gained the ability as a warlock to capture mouthers. And eventually, she ended up actually just keeping him like captured, and she would use like a fucking Pokemon to keep him under control. And then, yeah, so he's mad as fuck at her. I think in and out of character, but yeah, that's whoa.
Might be a surprise you, Average. I definitely didn't tell him, so I'm loving the reaction. I wouldn't have got such a good reaction if I told him.
God, so good.
But yeah, all was like, "Oh, great, Eve Rest again," but it wasn't. She's just a puppet.
Yep.
Puppet, slaved by that crown.
I'll be right back.
I got the timer on the stream. You got 8 minutes and 50 seconds. Hope everyone watching enjoys. Follow, subscribe. See you all soon.
Be right back.
Hit the
Oh,
notification
holy
bell.
shit.
All right, I'm having fun with this character. I'm in.
Hell yeah. You know, just casually taking pictures in the middle of combat.
Hey, it
Oh,
comes in
God.
handy. But even like then, like that last, like I've been taking screenshots of all the places where I'm taking photos, so I can like, you know, make notes of it later on. But
Oh, it's
Yeah.
so good.
so it helped, you know, them saying, "Oh, there's no way you saw the queen." Oh yeah, here it is. Look.
We now have a mechanical reason to take screenshots.
Yeah. I like the little honey pot thing.
That was good.
I'm trying to figure out. I was like, how am I going to use this fucking spell? Perfect.
I mean, depending on how big the hall was, you possibly could have described it as like the wall above opening up, and then like a wall of honey just slowly dripping down.
That's good. I like it. I like it. I was
Yeah.
trying to not take like a bunch of illusion stuff, just because, you know, what kind of shitty journalists would use illusions to fool people and things like that, you know? But that one felt right.
Oh yeah.
I believe someone can insert a good news pun with that.
Mm-hmm.
Bow news. But yeah, we gave that bear the slip, like, literally every couple of times.
Yep.
I know. Yeah, Phoenix came in clutch with that grease.
God, the double grease is so good.
I think we got like
Welcome
5
back.
minutes left. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I just wanted to quickly defeat the dog. But yeah, we survived the first excursion down there, barely.
Yeah. It's a really good thing that Average didn't do the blood sacrifice, huh?
Yeah. So I was like, no, you're like a very loose blood bag right now.
I thought it was gonna be like a skill check, so I was keeping close just in case. But I can't do much against half your HP getting reduced.
It is so like that got such a freaking reaction out of me, and I'm like, or Phoenix wouldn't know any of this. Like, I'm having a hard time keeping it separated right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to divide everything with Lewis too, because he has a little bit of knowledge, but not nearly as much.
And
Okay.
Sora's like, while you all are freaking out, I'm going to pass the.
Hell
Good
yeah.
night.
Sora was upset.
At which point?
Like when we got back.
Well, she likes this place. She doesn't want to see it be destroyed in a year.
Yeah, a little rattled.
And she had, lost a lot of blood willingly, and lost her new blood puppy. Always a great thing.
I was like, oh, poor child. I don't like seeing happy characters sad.
Well, the happy character doesn't want to see their friends sad, so they'd rather be sad themselves.
Aw.
And you would have died if you'd done the blood thing.
No, it would have been half of 6 hit points. That's fine.
It's half
No,
your
it was
total.
half of your total.
Yeah.
Oh.
Your original.
That's a different situation.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to survive that.
No, I was hoping one of you guys was done.
Tis but a flesh wound.
It's nothing, okay?
Sure it is.
Sora, I think, is just getting used to being stabbed on your behalf.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that it was you.
My-
I stabbed you in session 0.
My thought process was, you don't have the hit points to do whatever this is, and I do.
Yeah. She's like, blood is my shit, okay? I do this every day.
Plus, Sora was noticing a weird little, like, you're not worth anything talk, and she was not having it.
Yeah, there's some of that in there too.
Let you love you, damn it.
Man, I don't know, y'all.
Not us, you.
Room for character growth.
Love your damn self.
Yeah, give me some time on that.
Challenge accepted.
He is trying though. It's baby steps.
All right, are we back?
We're here, but we're not live. Well, we're on stream, but still break.
Oh, let me put something in the Elder Earth stream. Hold on. Actually, I'll put in the Elder Earth chat.
Oh, I can hear. I hear my dog up there. Barking at her food, even though I just gave it to her.
Oh.
Greedy, little munchkin.
Well, at least Mother Nature has people from Tuesday's campaign to help her out.
Yeah, totally.
What is that intro? Even the narrator hated it.
Yeah, I made that 2 days ago too, on a whim.
What?
And it fits somehow.
Now it's even like, that's yeah, it's more accurate now.
Fate was just casually calling to you, just like, huh, I feel like I should do this.
Yeah.
Oh god. That's gonna be me repeating that like 500 times.
By the way, Falcon's palm voice is impeccable.
I was thinking like kind of a Frieza vibe with her being full evil now.
Yeah, yeah.
Give me
Full
that,
evil
even
palm, yeah.
that laugh you had going. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that
how
was
he
spot
laughed.
on.
Yeah, there you go. Because yeah, it's so good. All right, thank you for the music, Daniel. Let me get a proper roll call. Make sure everybody's back. I heard from most of you. Cake, you here?
Yep.
All right, Sora.
I am here.
Just to touch on the people, just to get everybody. Emirate. Average.
No, I'm kidding. I'm here. Yeah.
That's it.
I'm here.
Friggin'
Yeah.
Evil 2. Phoenix.
Here.
Lewis.
Hi.
The production team. Daniel's not
That's you.
here.
That's you, Daniel.
Not here. All right.
Are we
anyways,
rolling?
We are good to go. Yeah, we're rolling. We're back on film. Well, right now they're on the. Can you guys see the screen?
Alright, you should be able to hear me now, right?
Yeah,
There he is.
Yeah.
We see a badass angel killing something.
Oh yeah, it's light and shadow room. The panels are for each of the rooms.
Oh.
This is light and shadow. The previous panel, air and earth, is also the water and fire. primos,
sick.
respectively. But now that we're back from the break, all right, and you guys, you guys got to meet the Red Warrior, and Palm is a problem.
The problem.
Always has been.
Yeah, always has been. Real.
Yep.
All right, so I want to touch on the scene of how you guys make the best of your little imprisonment here as you detox from the Malder auras on you. It sucks at first, so I want to skip the part where everyone's angry and move to the part where some of you are a little bit less angry, probably still angry, and others just accept that and understand this is the way it is. So you can even talk about the events or whatever. Istafar is dancing as he drinks a lot of the mead. Will apologizes to Phoenix. And he keeps seeing him look at Tasha. Maybe she got him to do. What are the rest of you doing to make the best of this little time in your imprisonment?
Phoenix. As soon as you saw Sora enter this room, she had slumped down to go to bed. She didn't seem interested in the drink at all. Whether that's of interest or not is up to you. But you see, she has her back turned to most of the group, at least laying on her side, and you do hear her talking, but it doesn't seem to be to anyone. So you can hear a bit of a. I saw so much death today, Mr. D. It was the worst. I really liked them too. Even lost my blood puppy. That was the worst.
Aw, she's gonna get up and purposefully make a little bit too much noise because she doesn't want Sora to be startled. But she's gonna come to the head of the bed, which I imagine probably comes right beneath Phoenix's chin. So her face kind of peeks over the edge. And she's, how you doing?
Oh, hi Phoenix. I was just chatting here to Mr. Daha.
Mr. Daha? Who's that?
She extends her arms up, and in both her hands, this stuffed dragon turtle that is very hefty in its look, and it's button eyes look at you. Oh, this is Mr. Daha.
She reaches her hand out and her index finger kind of bops it on its nose. That's cute.
Traveling for a year by yourself. I was getting a little kooky from being by myself. One day, when I was passing through one of those bigger towns, there's this toy shop, and it had so many cool things. But I was really missing home, so I asked if the owner had like a dragon turtle or some turtle, and he fished this out, and I paid a couple of gold for it, but he's been really great to talk to when I was out there by myself.
That's adorable. You used to be in alone most of the time?
This last year, this has been a new experience of independence and freedom. I am chosen by the wind, which represents freedom, but I don't know. I'm also pulled by the light, and I feel confused because that means truth. I've been doing all this so I may be freed by the truth. You know? I don't know where my master has gone, and now there's these threats that I feel so unprepared for. Wow.
Yeah. I don't think any of us saw this coming.
I really miss my master. He would have known where to go, what to do, tell me what to do. And now I feel lost without him. I feel lost in general without.
While you're talking, she's rummaging in her side pouch and she pulls out what looks to be like a metal bracelet, but there's something just a little bit odd about it. And she holds it up. Can I put this on you real quick?
Oh, but of course, I love your accessories.
So she slaps it on your wrist and it ends up being a cure wounds. And it will dissipate you feel like a warm energy spreading out from it and up your arm and whatnot, and it dissipates and disappears.
I do have to stop you. There's an anti-magic field in the prison.
Well, darn. Okay.
Oh.
She looks at it while it sits on your wrist.
Is this what I've been hearing of a friendship
it.
bracelet?
Sure. Maybe it'll work tomorrow. I'm sorry. My things usually work well. I don't. It's this room they have us in.
Sora looks completely undeterred and really happy despite it not working. Like, she gets up off the bed despite how weak she is and wants to wrap you up in a hug and spin you around. We are friends! We are friends! We are friends!
Yes, yes. She lets you hug her and she, like, half-heartedly taps you back. Like, it's not that she's bothered by you, it's just that she's overwhelmed with disappointment right now. And then when you sit her down, I think perhaps we should rest.
Okay, I am feeling very dizzy from that. I will, I'll get some shut eye, but don't feel free to be as rowdy as you want. I used to sleep with monkeys. And
That
trust me, it was not easy.
You are probably a well of stories. I definitely want to hear them. But right now, get your rest.
You should hear my hypotheses of who my parents are. Those can get wacky too.
You don't know who your parents are. Is that why you call that cloth your baby cloth? Is that the only thing you have from them?
Oh, yes, when the monks found me, I was laying in an empty shoot of bamboo. The only thing I had on my person was this red cloth that I have styled most of my clothes after, in hopes that someone would know what all these markings mean and tell me where it is or where it's been. It could be, the decorations of a market stall canopy, for all I know.
Tell me, did your growing up on that island, was it generally good? Part of your
Yes.
life?
The monks treated me very well. They showed me how to view the world through a more open head.
Well, I hope you get the answers you search for one day.
And I hope you will always have beautiful things in your life, Phoenix.
Thank you. I have a few. I have an auntie. And I have some cousins. One of them is not, forget about him, but yeah, no,
Ooh.
I have family.
I smell drama.
Yeah, we'll save that story for another day.
Okay, I'll try to remember this because I am so curious. Who
Yeah,
did you like best in your family?
that's a hard call between my auntie and my cousin Paz. They're both big parts of my life.
Well,
Paz taught me how to shoot. I'm doing
oh,
much better at it now. I didn't miss once while we were down there.
no, you rocked. Hey, I tried my best though. Maybe I should stop stabbing myself or involving myself with knives. Doesn't usually end out very well.
Yeah, leave that for Rand Man to do.
Yes, he seems very eager to do it. Very concerning, but he seems okay with it.
Yeah, he's jumpy.
I'm going to go to sleep now. So have fun for my sake. I am just going to collapse into Mr. Da. And she's like snoring on Mr. Daha.
She just barely pats your head. We'll walk over to Jenkins and start working on him.
Excellent. And Judith and Amrit, what are you?
Judith is sitting next to this beautiful fire, but sitting on her bed, kind of cross-legged, and having all of the notes out that she took of the day and all the photos, and she's just organizing everything and just focusing on that, really.
Amrit?
Amrit is sitting on the bed. He still looks like they said he looks very jumpy right now. He still has like his dagger out and like has placing like on his leg, like just in case. And his other hand's like clutching like a he seems to have taken out some kind of like maybe like a religious thing or like a necklace. He's like holding it in one hand. He's just looking at the floor, like looking around.
Judith like just kind of glances and sees him a little bit from looking down, and then has a little piece of paper, has it folded, and hands it to you. And if you open it, all
What's
it says
this?
is, it just says, "Get some rest." Say, come on, Emerald. It was a big day, and you did a lot. Relax a little bit. You want to come by the fire? Just sit over here, or something. No need to be amped up. She kind of bottles her papers a bit.
We'll scoot over a little bit.
She'll make room so you can sit on the fireside, the bed.
What are you doing?
Just kind of getting together all of the things that we learned. It's been like we've been here for 5 days, but with all the information that we have, I don't know much about this poem or this queen or this Peoria, this dog thing. I don't know. We'll see what my editor has to say when I tell them about it, but it's gonna make a hell of a story. I'll tell you that. Here, look at this photo, and I'll show a photo of the unknown moth mouther, like fucking up Barnacle and looking scary while everyone's swimming away from it.
Maybe don't send that one out.
No, but look! You're not even in it. I just have the side of you. You know, I'm never going to unveil my source. She looks to you.
He'll like put his hand over the picture. Just respect who we've lost. You know, that guy might have family. Yeah, we shouldn't want them to see that. It's the least we could do.
It might be too graphic for the paper anyway, but like maybe I can crop it somehow. You okay? After all of that, I mean, that's not the most of trouble you've been in, right?
Yeah, somehow that topped everything before in my life.
She just laughed. Well, good. It's only get crazier from here.
Fuck.
Don't worry, I'll be right there with you, and you'll make it back safe every time.
Sure. I'll watch your back too.
Just I don't know what this cutting yourself thing is. This that might be a little dangerous. Just
I know the risk. It's I don't know. It's just the way I was taught. It's a certain type of magic.
I don't think I've seen anyone else other than you do that before. It's not a very popular kind of thing.
Yeah, you can probably guess why.
It's a funny thing, magic, you know? Yours comes from your own blood, mine comes from my words. It's a very fascinating thing. We'll see how it all grows, I guess.
Yeah.
I gotta get back to these notes because if I have any spelling errors, my editor's gonna rip my head off again, and I can't do that.
Again? No, no, no. Yeah, fine. I'm gonna rest too. He lays down.
And Lewis.
Toward the beginning of when we were locked up in here and Mustafar brought out the alcohol, you guys would notice for a brief moment that Lewis reaches out toward it, but he manages to pull himself back and just turns away from it as he goes and talks to Tasha. Well, seems to be about 5 beds in here. Take one of them. And just walks past her. And for the rest of his timing, he would, after catching his breath after all of the hecticness, he would eventually just spend about an hour doing some simple body weight training, just to himself around one in the corner of the room, where he wouldn't be too much of a bother. And as he's doing these various exercises, ranging from push-ups, sit-ups, a couple squats here and there, his mind would slowly wander, going through various memories. His mind would go through various images, such as the darklings we first faced, the shadowy essence that flowed into the jar, of Aquaria, Evening, and Palm. And in the end, what seems to be 4 figures, one dressed in more clerical garbs, another simple light clothing, another with a bow on their back, and one armored, as each of their faces have a smile on them, but Lewis only registers them as what seems to be laughter at him, as each of their eyes are scribbled out. As he snaps back to reality, his body completely exhausted from exercising, just takes one deep breath out. Damn it. She had to send me here now of all times. Leans up against one of the walls and just stares up at the roof. Whether this was fated, whether it was coincidence, or simply bad luck, like all the rest of his life, he takes one deep breath out as he flips a small button with a flask on his side and completely empties it of all the liquid within it before strapping it back into its little pouch and closing his eyes to fall asleep.
Mustafar would watch over each, but not grabbing a little too much drink, stumbling over to the fire and falling into. Realizes be an example for the student. Sits back down. Oh, Phoenix, I see. Blubbering off here soon. Friends have already taken the challenge.
I need to fix Jenkins just a little bit more. He went in water today, and I wasn't planning on that.
I will admit that I am slightly inebriated. Speech may not be as pristine. I would like to propose something. After the 24 hours have passed and you've been released from the dungeon, whether you're considering it or not, I hate to lose a student.
Yeah, no, I have my reasons for being here. I like being told things up front, that's all.
I have a good feeling about this group. I don't say that to every student under me. I just don't say anything at all. I'm neither approving or declining such a notion.
Do me a favor and say it again tomorrow when you're sober.
If I can remember this conversation, surely. Now, get some rest. I won't. Returns to the table and seeing all of you sleep and eventually pass out, knowing that the primos watch over you, means he can rest as well. Lays up on the carpet. Right there being actually an open bed. Or laying down, he picks up Sora and he doesn't trust her that close. Back to sleep. Surely the next day would come, and fortunately it's not immediately with the sunrise he would be released, but a proper 24 hours. It's probably like 4 or 5 a.m. by the time you get out. That's the time you return. Doors would open. Most of the masters are already resuming their normal workload and doing whatever they do. When master opens the door, I'm Alexia, the collector's student.
Real quick, not to interrupt, can we roll hit die for overnight healing?
Absolutely. Everyone could take a long rest and roll the appropriate hit dice. Oh, I just nearly forgot myself.
So what is this now? Just so I know again, and the stream knows that. So I do like a one hit die, or as many as
As many as you
want, or-
please. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the house rules so the stream could see it as well. But we use a DMG optional rule. We use quite a few, but right now it's slow natural healing. So you take a long rest, you don't get all your hit points back. You use hit dice like you would with a short rest to recover. And when you complete a long rest, you get half of the hit dice you spent. The lower levels we're letting you get back the ones you use immediately. But at higher levels and do longer checks of campaigns, this becomes a serious resource demand. You might not have all your hit dice and you won't heal. It makes a little more sense. And then we use magic to heal. So if you got eaten by a T-Rex yesterday, you don't just sleep it off. Usually magic and hit dice will get the job done. Here's a house rules handout. Refresh memory. We used a lot. I think next time I stream on break, I'll leave up a section of the house rules. Or more appropriately, I'll add each house rule to the kind of loading message screen we have. With that said, you each do complete alone. Surely you all wake up. Alexi opens. Bright morning. We're taking you to your new location. Not much to do day one. Hope everyone had a good sleep. And it was not the most comfortable beds, by the way. They're also very cold.
I'm used to sleeping on rocks. It's all good.
Jesus Christ.
What?
No, I'm probably right there with you. It's fine.
Better than most of the back alleys I've been in.
Come follow me, please. Just back into the portal room. North. Which also has jail cells if you look onto the right side. Those are more like criminal.
It's the real detention.
Alexia stands to the left and Mr. Far to the right. And you guys are all told to halt before you stand on the trigram. Alright, I'm Alexia. I asked them of you. Sure, you can. Those students that wish to be dismissed from the grounds indefinitely, please present yourselves to the right portion of the position he's standing. He means up here. You'll be escorted out by Amalexia. Those of you who wish to remain, it's a big decision. Step onto this portal. Understand that after your trials have completed, you'll now be legally bound, of course, there within. The next year, which is the time that's been allotted to us based on the news given to us by you all, you will go through the most rigorous school training Zion's hope has ever seen. Not to put you through the ringer, but if this threat is to pass, you will all need to be ready, strong. I do believe in each of you. Even those who leave today, I will respect your decision. So please, I will call your names one at a time. It is your job to stand on the pentagram or the northern sect. I'll start with someone I spoke to last night, to whom I can confirm I have no longer drank. Phoenix.
She straightens up, really didn't want to be called first, but she will take the step forward. Yeah, I'm here.
Excellent. That's like a half smile. Now, Amrut.
Oh, emo kids first. He walks out as well.
He's
Y'all
out.
ain't
He's just
get rid of us
goodbye.
that easily.
Safar nods. Creed. I'm sorry, I'm not cut out for this. I never was. Will be. I would officially like to withdraw. Alexia, hand over her face. Creed. Are you certain? Absolutely, I'm certain. Do you know what we saw in that place? I have changed 3 pair of shorts and I went through all 3.
You could have gone through 4.
If I had a 4th, and now my robe is dirty. And Mr. Farr nods at it. Good choice. Alexia looks at Mr. Get all your students and I get none of mine. I want half of your students. Not a chance. Batch is special. Speaking of my students, Sora.
Sora would look to Amrut and Phoenix with a still expression, but then she just smiles wide. These are the first friends I've made in a very long time. And I have so much to do. In a year, I suppose. Let's do this.
Excellent. Will. I've learned my lesson. This isn't the world for me. I'd rather go back to doing what I've been doing. The other side. Decision will be respected. Suppose we should get this out of the way now. Jenkins?
Oh, he's with Phoenix. He ain't got choice.
He just walks out.
He laughs.
Yeah.
It was more formal than anything. That's Jenkins just leaves.
I'm done.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that sounds good.
All right, if my students are all leaving, Mr. Or at least let me call the rest of the list. I'm going to have nothing to do for the entire semester. Judith Bloom.
Which one called?
Alexia is calling names. She wants to get a little bit of
She's the light ribbon, right?
yes.
Okay.
It's your choice, no pressure.
Yes, of course, Judith Bloom, Between the Flames. I'm here. Of course.
Oh, joy. Then she's like hesitant. Tasha. You have one student. No time to focus on her. Alexia's jaw drops. Mr. Farr smirks. Goes, just nods. He says, and lost one. Lewis Newell. Thought I was supposed to call the rest of the names. Lewis? Well, there's it.
Lewis looks over the group and lets out one deep sigh. I took up the blade again because I wanted to try to find myself. Well, the circumstances aren't exactly the best, considering all of the shit that we're about to go through. I get the feeling I was meant to be here. So sure. As he steps onto the portal.
Amber kind of like looks back at you but doesn't say anything.
Can I see Quill and Creed over there and say something?
Sure.
Well, Creed is a dirtbag, so I'm not going to say anything to him. But Quill, it's surprising that you're going to leave. I mean, you showed an amazing fortitude down there and very wit and wily. I'm saddened that you'd leave. I think you should stay. I think you'd be a fine addition. And Alamexia, I'm sure, can put you in shape to be a fine member of this guild, I guess. Can I persuade Quill to stay?
You can give me a persuasion roll at disadvantage.
That's
Oh.
that's a 14. That natural one.
Quill tells you, nope.
All right, well, sorry, I tried Alamexia to give you more people to think with.
We appreciate the decision. We should. Quill looks. But I do like you. You gave me another chance. No one ever gives me a second chance. I'm always taking the first away. Maybe we'll see each other on the other side. I'm still a rune warrior, just not one trained in most pristine college. I'll see you on the flip side. It goes, and you hope to see me again too, right?
No, I have your photo, and you're gonna go join a cult. You already said that.
I'm going to join a cult. I won't lie.
Go change your pants first, then I'll answer you again.
I don't have any pants on. That's why my robe is extra tight around me today.
That explains a lot.
All right. Mr. Farr just puts his finger up. Time to go. Portal flashes. Bring us back to the main courtyard where most of you were before, as there's another sigil here. Now, school's going to begin very soon for you. For now, we're going to get you tuckered in to a proper location. Location that you will call home. Now, reason why we have the Master's Suite, it's not just something that's a nice room, but it's a facility. You get first-class training as well. There, you will have the best of everything. Food, time spent together, luxury, all for the taking. Most importantly, you'll have each other. Be your job to cook and clean 1 week. Other people's job to see to the renewal of the training facility. This is the home. It's your home. You should think of it like such, and you'll be here for a year. Do you have any questions for me, Mr. Farr, or my assistant? I'm Alex. Hey, I still have a student. I'm still a full-fledged teacher. Right, I forgot about that. You have questions for me, or I'm Alexia? They ask them now before you are transported to Supreme, the House of
Phoenix raises her finger. Can Tasha bunk with us? It's a shame that they'd be alone.
Smiles at you. He knew faith in you solid. He looks at Alexia and goes, they do have a point. Your student will be left to raggedy rooms. He walks and he goes, you guys want to see where she'll be? And he steps over here. No, it's not the worst room, but it's nowhere near what you'll experience. Well, Supreme. Tasha looks.
Tasha showed just as much ferocity and power as the rest of us. She was even the best in the group. It seems a downright insult to make us lay here.
Tasha looks and goes, I appreciate your kind words, but the deal was a deal. You all came out on top. You may have not left fully with the darkness intact, but your team that secured it.
Yes, and that was because we were meant to go in and reclaim the darkness. We didn't just reclaim it, we survived some of the most lethal creatures in this world. And we all did it together. So, kindly, shut up and come with us.
Tasha looks. Well, I won't argue luxury for this. Maybe a wilderness stranger, but I could always see myself enjoying the finer things. It's all right with you, Mr. Barr. Your students seem to be okay with it. Well, are all the students okay with it? The Lewis Amrut and
You managed to prove yourself to be a better leader than I could be. I think that at least deserves to be. That shows that you deserve a little bit better the treatment.
Amrut.
I have no problem.
Things might have turned out differently without her. She's all right in my book.
Then might I make a proposition of my own? I'm Alexi. These students have 1 year to get to prepare something that even the primos may not be able to. We could achieve so much more working together. What if this is the class? Students are okay with having a second teacher on hand, or I will be their primary. We could tackle this group together. The message, Zion's hope. No one is alone. No one. Looks at you all like a child, and it's almost like you have more power than her in this moment, despite her being a primo and teacher at this facility. Please, 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 please.
Yeah, you look cool. Why not?
Nice. Yes. I'm the light shadow. People say that I look more like a shadow rune user by being light. That is because my light is invisible. Perfect. All right. I don't think these students got anything to get. Let's get you to the facility. Get your rooms picked out. And
I did have a
call
question.
We'll call it a day. But
So, you mean to tell me the Master Suite is a whole building, not just a piece of candy?
oh, there's plenty of sweets at the facility as well. Cakes, pies. A proper celebration you'll be met with the day one. But in the future, it's actually your job to take care of the facility. That includes dusting and cleaning, as well as cooking. Each of you each week will be assigned to a simple job, and your progress will overall make you all a stronger team. Over the coming weeks, we'll learn stuff like team fight tactics to get stronger and how to properly move from your regular runes to advanced runes. You've got us for a year. You're worried about sweets? Don't worry, you'll get paid more than enough to accommodate.
I got another question, if I may.
Certainly.
I get we're on a timeline and everything, but every now and then we kind of need a day to ourselves to recharge, you know. How often do we get one of them?
Every Saturday and Sunday. School lessons are only 5 days a week. Saturday and Sundays are yours to claim. Visit the local museums, travel, not too far, be at class Monday.
Cool, thanks. Above table? What day of the week is it?
It would be like Thursday, but he tells you that you guys aren't doing anything. You guys would have this weekend to yourselves once you settle in.
Oh, cool. Phoenix has got plans. We're good.
Ooh, 4-day weekend. That's crazy.
Yeah. Welcome to the military life.
Nice.
It's so far now, Alexia tells you if you're ready, gives you directions to the facility, which is about an hour out. Says to arrive immediately because the master of the house would like to meet with you. And from there, all things will be on its path. Players are all right. We can settle down at Supreme just so we can start there next week. You guys have about 15, 20 more minutes of playtime.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I was asking, you guys are good with that. About maybe 20-ish minutes.
Yeah,
Sure.
sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Hell yeah.
You all Supreme. You guys would arrive, a carriage would have brought you here, and it is beautiful ground. So oddly enough, you can't see through the window. The servant in the cart says, don't worry, it's for your protection that people can't see you. But from inside, you can see out. I'd imagine some people are watching you. This is just a random guy in his carriage as he drops you off at this beautiful facility. Let's go ahead and dinner. you would see the front doors open up and a gentleman stands in it. You all have arrived at Supreme. This gentleman, Apollo. Oh, come forward. I'm Apollo Von Demon. Anything you need, I'm here to serve you. Can you all see on this map?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Correct.
Apollo ushers you all in.
Yeah.
Little girl runs up behind. Are these the new rune warriors that'll be staying here? Absolutely, Sakura. If my mom's gonna name me after the greatest lady that ever lived, you should use my whole name, Apollo. Certainly. Apologies, your master.
Oh. Nana Lee, I am Sora of the Turtle Islands.
Welcome inside. I have a docket of all of your names on it.
What?
Indeed. Such is the way you're here. You've earned your privilege. The room to the right is a waiting room. You can go in there and you'll be called upon soon. Now you guys can walk through the walls, so be very careful you're only going places you should be. So if you get to this door, you'll be able to enter it without me needing to open it and close it, etc. But Apollo says, are there any questions? And would any of you like refreshments before the ceremony begins?
Yeah, you guys got like a workshop kind of thing?
Absolutely. Not open at the moment, I'm afraid. Orientation's completions are today. But certainly soon. We also have a library, normally restricted to first years, but with the issues going on, you'll have access to the library on the second floor.
Oh, her eyes got big at that. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And again, if you need anything, I'm here to help guide you. I am what they call a page master in some senses. Anyways, enjoy your time in the room to the right. And by the way, when you guys stand in front of this flooring, the floor changes. And it shows you how you'll look in 10 years, assuming, of course, you live that long. For some of you, you don't change at all because some of you have very long lifespans. For others, such as a human like Sora, she would have moved from her younger years into her deeper adulthood. And Lewis, oh God, Lewis, they even included a wheelchair in your pick.
Oh,
Lewis,
God.
Lewis, stay back, Lewis. You don't want to see it.
Oh wow, I look hot.
And Apollo says, yes, the floor of ever changes. When not inactive, it shows the fairest lady in all the lands. But if you stand in front of it, oh dear, I don't seem to have 10 years left. It will show you in 10 years. I cannot predict whether you'll die, just how you would age naturally should you reach 10 more years. Which mine looks like I'm expiring soon. Sad.
Whoa.
Sora would lean over looking at Sakura. Nana Lee, I'm Sora. Who are you?
Sakura looks at you. Oh, I'm the young master of this house, Sakura. You know Mother Nature? That's who I'm named after. I aim to be even better than her one day. You better believe it.
Oh. Who is Mother Nature?
Only the most awesomest, most powerfulest, most strongest rune warrior in the world. There are debates, but that's my opinion.
Oh, she sounds so cool. I hope I get to learn about her. Is she just as strong as Tango Terra?
Tango Terra? That's an island, silly. Islands can't fight.
Oh, so you wouldn't know, but Tango Terra is one of the strongest and oldest dragon turtles in the world.
That would be a fight I'd love to see, but I put my money on it that Tango Terra and Sakura would never come to blows. By the end of the conversation, shall I be his best friend?
Oh, this is very true. Tango is really in tune with nature. But we could maybe make a hypothetical bet on it.
Holy smokes, you did barely aged a day, lady!
Yeah, you know, the elf here. And I kind of point to my ears.
Oh, sorry, I was mesmerized by your beauty. I didn't realize you were an elf.
Yep, age isn't really a thing, you know. All right, where are we staying?
Apollo points to the right. Wait in there, young people. As he looks back at the grim floor. Oh boy.
Tell me, Sakura, how do you get to be master of this grand estate?
I'm the young master. I'm the daughter of the people who owns it.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah,
Nice hair, by the way.
Apollo's pretty much a butler. And thank you. I think your hair is bad A. I'm not allowed to curse.
Whisper it, they won't hear, but I gotcha.
Get it?
Phoenix laughs and continues walking.
Apollo beckons you forward. You can tell he's probably some kind of wizard. Everyone here in some state of mind is powerful, especially since he seems to be Sakura's guardian. Not parenting, but like protector. Sakura does run inside the room. She doesn't bother you. She doesn't want. She gets at a table and she's scribbling. She's drawing unicorns over someone's important paperwork. Tasha goes, I'm not gonna lie, that one small dingy room, and you're telling me that this is where we'll be sleeping and this is just a living quarter? Usually I'm way more reserved and relaxed, but I gotta say thank you. I'm gonna love it here.
No problem at all, Tasha. It would have been a shame to send a great warrior like you to those, whatever that was.
Is that tea? That tea and a dragon carpet and a really big long couch? Okay, I'm sold. I'm pouring tea. If you want tea, you tell me.
Ooh, do they have jasmine?
And she looks, and how many flavors are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, there's jasmine here. And chamomile.
Oh.
Ooh, this one smells like coffee. I've only heard of it. It's for the rich people.
Oh, what is coffee?
It's like a brown kind of substance that gives you energy, but also powers you through the day. And it's supposed to taste really good. And there's sugar cubes and milk. Wow.
It is quite good, but I am nervous to give Sora coffee.
I would like to try one.
Oh, she's gonna be bouncing off the walls.
Sora begins making herself coffee.
You should do half and half. Half of the cream, 2 blocks of sugar. Actually, just 1 block of sugar. Looks at Judith, who has her concern.
Yeah.
Okay, half sugar. Okay. Sora then takes a sip at it, and she's kind of still for a moment. And then, as you would expect, once that cup is empty, it's no holds barred. It's like, oh god, this is so great. This is amazing. I love this stuff.
Judith just writes down, note to self, learn the silence spell.
So,
I'm Jenkins.
Tried this coffee before yet? It's really good. I really like it. Do you know?
I'm Jenkins.
Yeah, it's good. You know what's even crazier is when you drink more cups at the same time. Then like the energy is like overflowing. Throw some more sugar in it too.
Oh, okay. I'll try that.
No. We have to go to an important meeting. Just drink the one, Sora. I promise you'll get more coffee after.
Okay, I can. Whew. Very dizzy all of a sudden.
Oh no, I don't want to turn to the mom of the group. Fine, have a second cup. But please, we do have an important meeting ahead of us. We don't want the master of the house think we're not fit to live here. I can't bear to part with this place. She clings to a chair dramatically.
Okay. I will take this one slowly.
And outside, Lewis, you've been here before, haven't you? The old hag. This is certainly her facility. Spoken of in the past brief. Looks really nice. You know, the amenities here, most of them made by Clamdor himself. Why it's so modern. But of course, you may not voice these things, but are knowledgeable. But I'll come back to you, Lewis, as you sit on that. Emrod, you would speak to Apollo?
I did, yeah.
What are you saying to him?
Excuse me. You mentioned documentation on all this, the students.
Absolutely. Yours was completely difficult to acquire. But at last, here we are.
difficult? How do you mean?
Well, it seems that you weren't in any public network or library. You see, when people were born, the world has moved more modern. It's documented. You're from Icarus, it's put in the Grand Library. You're from the Fairlands in the judicial courts. You were difficult to find. However, I may not be much of a rune warrior, but my ability to identify people and reveal the truth makes me a proper light rune user. So when I revealed a little bit about you, to which I will admit is a bit personal and evasive, but necessary for my position, I understood that where you came from, though not the circumstances of how you arrived.
And is that information public?
It is only to a few eyes. Any of the primos could pull it, but it's not anyone beneath them. Which is about maybe 10 individuals, 15 tops. There are not many primos in the world, and most of them are here at Zion's Hope, training the next generation of warriors.
I guess that'll do.
You have some concerns. Now, the details of which you've arrived, like I said, is clouded. Are you in trouble, sir?
It's fine. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely. And I'm afraid you've spent most of your time out here talking with. When you go inside, please gather your friends. It seems that the master is all ready for it. You'll be meeting your fellow students. These students are last year's students, meaning that they're in their final semester. But due to the nature of the beast, you all will be alongside them. Good luck.
Fan-fucking-tastic. And I'll go inside.
And before Emmerich goes inside, you can walk in there. Lewis, you can go ahead and tell me whatever you're thinking about the place, about the old hag. Maybe you're not thinking anything, that's perfectly fine. Once you are done, I just want to really quickly, it's getting late, pick Phoenix mind on how she feels about the surroundings and the environment she's in, and Judith as well. So go ahead, Lewis.
Lewis, having been here before, every now and again, not too often, is still finds the place a little uncomfortable, mainly due to how he's mostly lived for the past 20-ish years, mostly in like various back alleys, whichever places would accept him. Being in a place as comfy as this just seems a little off to him, but he's willing to endure it for the time being, as he just closes his eyes and just stirs on these emotions.
Excellent. Phoenix.
Funnily enough, Phoenix is feeling a lot the same way. She has not grown up around wealth. She kind of has a chip on her shoulder about the wealthy people in Icarus, and so she is uncomfortable and she's fidgeting a little bit but trying to hide it. Like, she doesn't want people to know she's uncomfortable. So she's looking around at things on the wall and whatnot. You had mentioned a certain engineer is around here. Is there any signs of that in the decoration in this room?
On the music player that Judith is staying next to, fortunately, I'm not fancy enough in real life to remember what this is called, would have a signature climb door.
She sees that, and I don't know if anybody's paying attention because we're kind of in a glamorous room right now, but she just kind of like throws herself back into the chair, and then she like shakes her head. She gets up. Is there any alcohol there with that tea or anywhere else?
There's fine wine, very, very soft stuff. You need to drink a lot to get drunk, but surely might take the edge off.
Something's better than nothing. She just walks over there and pours a cup.
Excellent. Jenkins looks at you and says, I'm Jenkins. Maybe his crew loose or something, but it's repeating that a little.
Him and I are going to spend a lot of time together as I'm hiding out.
Judith.
Judith is sitting over there, or standing over there, using the mantle as like a desk in a way, and she's writing a little note to her editor, Mr. Tottle. And it says, Mr. Tottle, I won't be coming to work tomorrow. or next week, I'm going to be at this Rune Primo thing. It's going to be great. I say something really cool and eloquent, but I say, but don't worry, the report is coming soon, and it's going to knock your socks off. As I say that, and then I fold the piece of paper quite nicely, and I toss it into the flames.
It's swallowed, and you hear a little ping, signifying that it is being delivered.
All right, let's relax a little bit, huh? And then I'll go and join the others for the coffee, and I'll say, don't worry, on my day off, I'll go pick up some espresso, and Sora, you're gonna love that.
Real quick. Oh, go ahead.
No, you first.
I know I had my turn, but given what she has now seen, she's gonna approach Sakura and ask, "Do you mind? Who are your parents?"
Oh, my parent?
Yeah.
Lady Pendragon.
And your dad?
Oh, you might have met him. He's not in the picture anymore. But his name is Rama Murazov.
Ah, okay.
My mom
Thanks.
said not everything always works out, but it's for the better sometimes.
Yeah, it is, kid. Thanks.
I miss my dad. He doesn't come too often, but I'm happy you all brought him here today. All the masters are here for the official, well, bringing in of new students. What do they call it when they have a meeting like this?
Ceremony?
Yeah, there we go, a ceremony. Wow, you're smart and beautiful.
She does a little like wink and a tick type, like a click with her mouth, and walks away.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
I've been learning magic, but Apollo told me that I'm special, but I don't feel special. Both my parents are rune warriors, and I was one with no rune.
Well, I'll tell you what. I believe everybody has the potential to be special. It just depends what you decide to do with your life.
All right. Sometimes I wonder, like, why I wasn't chosen. But thank you.
Just like parents not always being around, sometimes it's for the better.
Smiles, and there's like a mission report she's drawing all scribbling. Goes back to having a good time, and that's when Amrit would come in for the collection. And
It's time. Get your shit. We're bouncing.
Wait, what do you mean, we're leaving?
Yeah.
Amber, come on. We're having a seat, we're having some coffee, and just relaxing.
Phoenix
Oh, you-
downs the rest of the wine and leaves the empty glass on the side table.
oh, Judith,
Oh,
this is
I-
going to be our home for a few days. Let's just get this meeting over with, and we can spend
sorry,
all day and
sorry.
night here.
The way you said it, Emerald, I thought you were going to leave. But okay, never mind.
What?
luck.
No.
Sakura yells good luck to each of you.
Yelanan, Sakura, see you in a bit.
Yeah, you too, little girl. Let's go.
Oh, I'm going to meeting too?
No, them.
Oh, okay. Return to the seat.
Hey, Amrit, have you ever tried coffee before?
What? Say
Have
that
you
again?
ever tried coffee before?
Coffee?
She raises a cup out, but her hand is trembling so much, coffee's going everywhere. It's very bitter, but I really like it.
Oh no. Judith, what did you do?
I didn't. She did it herself. She made it herself. I mean, we'll teach her a proper cup later on.
Oh, I'm gonna be late. And she just fucking beelines and almost smacks into the door.
Whoa, slow down, sir. Follow. When you go inside, find yourself a seat proper. Master of the house shall be here soon. Do not sit at the head of the table, that is her seat. Any of the sides are appropriate. Good luck, everyone. I look forward to serving you in any way necessary. Go inside. You guys can enter.
Okay.
which tells you that most of the current primos in the world are here today to see you guys properly do your orientations. And he would say that the seats you take are at the main table, alongside the other students. And then remember to put your character in the seat properly. I think they're all lined up, but you can use Alt to sit down.
Just quick question. The head of the table is at the south where Nimbus is, right?
Well, it's right here.
Okay.
That would also be one of the heads, but Nimbus is sitting there. You see the other students look at you, including Nimbus. He sends up, I'm Nimbus. I may look like a villain. I'm gonna be the world's greatest superhero one day. He's got like a crappy cape on, big smile. Meridian goes, oh, you silly boy, how can you be the greatest when I'm the hero today? And he's got this paladin uppity aura about him, and he actually spews magical cheerfulness around him. Bang Bang still shakes his head. Most of the other students don't talk, except for Colton. I'm Colton. Colton.
Oh boy.
Up all their artwork slowly in time as you guys talk and find yourselves seated. Go ahead and engage each other because give me a few seconds to grab all the artwork. For the students, though, not the whole room, damn.
I was always taught to sit in. If you're gonna look to Emra, like if you're gonna be social, you always sit in the middle of the table so you have a good chance to be able to talk to both sides and not leave anybody out.
Yeah, it's a good vantage point.
You want to switch places with me?
No, it's fine. You know I'm not going anywhere, right?
I didn't actually. I didn't know what you could have been talking about outside, but I'm glad you're staying. I don't have to leave with you. You know what I mean?
What are we, like a joint at the hip now, or?
No, it's a fascination, really. There's more to you, Source. Just want to make sure that I learn it.
Oh. You have anything else?
So where's the tea? Is there tea in here too? And I kind of look around.
Yeah, the table's full of food, like you would expect from Hogwarts. From top to bottom, there are all kinds of meats, breads, fruits, wines primarily, not really much mead, water and other drinks as well, including milk. And there's pastries, pies, fruit pies, chocolate cake, even cheesecake, surprisingly. Yeah, this table is ready and ripe for the eating.
Phoenix helps herself to cheesecake and wine. Sounds glorious.
And the masters in the room are pretty quiet. They're all watching you. Some maybe even judging you to an extent, but they're here today just to see you properly brought in. Even the headmaster, Jaeger, and Jay are over there. Ozar, Rama, and Charlemagne. Some other faces you haven't seen, like this Mohi guy. Clearly a fire room. His body's like magma rocks right now. Lord Rakai over here in the corner in the top right. Mr. Farr, who kind of just nods to you all, as well as Alexia. Captain Mishral. Even Ashir. Alright, audience. And next year, each of you will eventually have a lesson for all of them, though primarily you'll have it with you. And as you are all eating and enjoying your food, Apollo stands for everyone, attention. Master of the house, Lady Pendragon, House Jaeger, Aether. Aether enters. Older Aether, and remember his tale. Nonetheless, looking twice the age of her father, Galleon, Aetha entered. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Supreme. I look forward to your time here. I hope you enjoy the amenities. May all be seated. Please, let the... We have it. Aetha, Dragon Yate, Master. And as each of you no doubt indulge in food, walk me through your final moment of the session. Anyone can jump in first. Each of you should go at least once. Close out your character. It's fine.
I check for poison.
Sora is just. Oh, you're serious.
Yes.
Alcohol is in fact a poison, but it is allowed.
Great.
Anyone looking at Sora just sees her going to town on that food. Just like if you've ever watched someone from Dragon Ball eat, that is what Sora is doing. Just like grabbing things by the handful. See her big smile as just food is disappearing down, and you really just don't know how she fits it all down there.
Excellent. So Sora's going to town. Pendragon smiles at you, happy that you're enjoying the food. Josh is equally eating as fast as you, Sora, to your surprise. Just scarfing it down. She's starting to lose, but she's keeping up respectively. And Lewis, how's it feel seeing the old hag again? Last time we saw you both were in Icarus and she sent you to that festival. Doesn't really say anything to you. She spared you a single glance, typical her. While looking back to the table.
As Lady Pendragon was being introduced, the rest of you kind of being with Lewis for quite some time now, you probably would have noticed that he isn't the most respectful most of the time. But for this particular instance, he seems to actually hold a sense of respect toward this particular woman. Actually going through with the various mannerisms that are necessary. And as she stood, she exchanged glances with him. She would just give a slight nod toward her as he gets seated, grab whatever food was closest to him, lean back in his chair, and just slowly eat. Just every now and again grabbing food from the table and just eating at it on his own pace. But it seems as if he just never stops doing that and just eats the entire night, never really feeling full.
Excellent. Thank you for your final moment. And Phoenix, Judith.
Well, Phoenix grabs another helping of whatever is within arm's reach of her, and she looks over to Bang Bang, who's sitting next to her. Hey, I'm Phoenix. You?
Bang Bang. That's my name.
Nice to meet you. You been here long?
This is my 3rd year at the academy. This place is awesome.
Cool. What you good at?
I'm an archer. I mostly make use of my wings and my glaive to deliver decisive blows.
Very nice. You'll have to take it easy on us. We're all first years. And then she just continues to make small talk that has no meaning whatsoever. She's not really listening. She's just eating and keeping herself occupied.
Excellent. Judith?
The difference is Judith on the other side of Phoenix is kind of saying to everybody, like, "Hey, everybody, how are you doing? My name is Judith Bloom from Between the Flames. It's a great paper. You should check it out. What's you guys' names?"
Shoten Koto. Chosen human.
Nice. Pretty strong, it looks like. What about you over there? And I'll just go down the table and get every single one of them. and where Phoenix wasn't necessarily kind of small talk listening, like Judith is like intently listening to everything that they're saying. Like, oh wow, that's interesting.
I'm Dr. Mortis. I was cursed by death to never take a life, and thus I am a healer now. The story is quite long and boring. I'll spare you with truth in it.
That's
Vaguely
okay, at least.
blindfold. He immediately just jumps over him, and Mortis just sinks into the chair. They always cut. Viridian, go ahead. Sorry, I was giving you a moment.
Dargilia Blindhold. It's an interesting name. What rune are you?
Wouldn't you like to know?
She would, yeah.
Are we keeping secrets from? Is that what we're doing? I'll kind of look around like, that was a thing.
Normally, we wouldn't. Since you are our competition this year, it may be appropriate. We'll be competing against each other to better each other. You will not know what your enemies will always be able to do. Let this be a lesson, even if I'm not a teacher.
That's good to know. Well, I'm a fire rune, just so you know. I don't care
God damn it, you didn't hear a thing we said. Now I know I expect some type of burning passion. Jesus. she just believed. And Nimbus stands up, and I'm Nimbus. And since you gave up your rune, I'll give up mine. I'm an earth rune. I'm a half ogre. They said we couldn't. He's flexing. We couldn't be heroes, but I'm a hero, baby.
Whoa, nice. I just kind of give it like an applause. Those some massive muscles. Okay.
Yeah. Bata just lifts his teacup. Bata puts it down. You don't even see him take his mask off, but somehow he drank.
Bata has the coolest outfit, and I compliment this person for sure.
Best dressed.
Yeah. Viridian flips his hair back. I am Viridian, greatest of all who sit at this table, dare I say.
If your skill is half the size of your ego, you'll be formidable for sure.
You're bound to be fearful of the fact that it's twice the size of my ego, indeed. In all seriousness, I am a water rune. Deglia is just overly cautious, but I shall tell you what I can do. Twice the glory when you cannot stop it. Bang Bang goes, I'm Bang Bang. I keep my secrets of Deglia is not alone. Delicious. And Lady Pendragon, as you all enjoy your food, would stand and be like, thank you all for coming today. You are officially students of Zion's Hope, and the future of this world lays within each of you. The trials ahead will be tough, but they will be rewarded. I will see to it that you are paid properly and on time. You must see to it that you are excellent. Now, these meetings are usually long and boring, but the other primos know how I do things. Enjoy your food, go upstairs and pick a room. That is all. And the other primos all stand up and bow, and some of them acknowledge you and thank you, and all of them do clap. They slowly trickle out as your feast ends. Funny enough, they didn't even get any food, Lady Pendragon. Apollo would say, right, to your rooms. And with that said, as all of you venture out and forward and up and about and throughout this massive facility, each of you will eventually arrive at your rooms. And I will bring you to the map. But alas, we'll determine who sleeps where next week. For now, I'll turn off the dynamic lighting so you can see all of its. This is your new home. Enjoy.
Whoa.
Wowzers.
Sick.
God damn.
You know, the master suite was sweet, baby. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed watching this episode of Phantoms of the Past. This is only episode 2. Next week, we get into the schools and stuff. I'm excited to play it for all of you again. Say goodbye to the stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Goodbye, stream. Goodbye.
Eat your vegetables.
All right. It's your boy Falcon. And I got something special for you. You've seen our opening, but have you seen our ending? I'm going to play it real soon, and I'm not coming back. Falcon out.
Out of fear, we kept running, tried to hide away. Can you hear? War is coming, beckoning our fate. This is the day that we stand up. This is the day we fight. We'll take our place, we won't give in. Our victory is in sight. Only a sword in our hand, but we enter the lion's den. We're not waiting for a war.